welcome to Pointless, the show where we are always striving to find the most obscure answers. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
My name is Kate, this is Doug, we're married and we live in Cambridge.
Couple number two.
Hello, my name's Patricia, this is my husband John and we're from Derby.
Couple number three.
I'm Philippa, this is my sister Janet. She lives in Swansea and I live in Devizes.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, my name's Natasha, this is my husband David and we're from Manchester.
And these are today's contestants. Well done, all of you. Lovely to have you with us. Thank you very much. A very warm welcome. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. If knowledge is power, this guy could light the street lamps in the entire southeast. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Afternoon to you.
Yeah, and to you.
Two returning pairs from the last time. Natasha and David, welcome back, got through to round two. Philippa and Janet got through to the head-to-head, which is very impressive. They got knocked out by Lee and Matthew. Now, Lee and Matthew taught us a valuable, pointless lesson.
Yeah.
That lesson being, if you're given 60 seconds in the jackpot round, take all 60. They went through 59 seconds, giving a series of good answers, but all low scorers, but no pointless answers. On second 60, came up with a pointless answer, won themselves $3,000. Didn't they? It was literally the last thing they said in that entire 1 minute. It was very, very impressive.
Fools.
Was the answer. That was the answer. Fools. They were no fools.
They certainly were no fools, so they were brilliant. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. So you got the gist of that. Lee and Matthew brilliantly won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off back at our... I think this is the most elegant format of the jackpot, in its most bijou form. £1,000. There it is. There it is. Right there. There it is. 1,000. £1,000. Look at that. Come on. Normally we don't cheer £1,000, but today I think we do. Yes, thank you very much. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, well, remember, it's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. So keep your scores as low as you possibly can and everything should be fine. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is pop music. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns acts with 10 or more UK top 10 singles. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you 7 UK top 10 singles. They were the first hit singles by bands who went on to have at least 10 UK top 10 singles. But who were they by, please? So 7 on the first board, 7 on the second, 14 bands or artists to guess at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So let's reveal our first board of 7 clues. Here they come. The first singles of big hit artists. Not Fade Away, 1964. Pictures of Matchstick Men, 1968. Girls on Film, 1981. What Have You Done For Me Lately, 1986. It Only Takes a Minute, 1992. Swear It Again, 1999. And The A-Team, 2011. I'll read those names again. Not Fade Away, Pictures of Matchstick Men, Girls on Film, What Have You Done For Me Lately, It Only Takes a Minute, Swear It Again, and The A-Team. There we are. Kate, welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Kate.
Well, I was living in Cambridge and then I emigrated to Canada where I met my lovely husband, Douglas. And then as a couple, when we retired, we had a plan to come back here and here we are.
How long were you in Canada?
30 years.
And you're back in Cambridgeshire?
Yes, we went back to the home of the family, but the main reason we're in Cambridge is because we bought a narrowboat and we saw that the Cam would be a rather nice residence for a boat.
Do you live on the narrowboat?
We live on the narrowboat in Cambridge, yes. It's
Even
fabulous.
in the winter and those fen winds?
You're talking to a Canadian.
Ah.
I learned how to live in the winter, and so it's not really winter.
Fair enough. Has Cambridge changed at all in your absence, or is it much the same?
Yes, there's a lot of new bits, and I just think the improvement has been very good for the city. We ride bicycles. Bicycles are being catered for in Cambridge now, so it's better than it used to be. Obviously, it's the home of the bicycle with students riding bikes. Now everybody rides bikes.
Excellent. Now, Kate, what are you going to go for on this board?
Having been away for years, this isn't my favourite thing, but I am going to
What year did you go to Canada?
86.
86. Ooh.
I'm going to go for the first one, Not Fade Away, I hope it's the Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones, says Kate. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the Rolling Stones for Not Fade Away. It is the Rolling Stones. Oh, look at that tumbling down the column. There we are, 31. Very well done. Great start to the show.
Yeah, eventually notched up over 20 top 10 singles, the Rolling Stones. That's where it all began.
Not Fade Away, and they didn't.
Correct.
There we are.
Correct.
Thank you very much. Patricia, welcome.
Hello.
Tell us all about yourself, Patricia.
So I'm married to John, got 2 lovely daughters, and I work for the University of Nottingham, and I run research and educational programmes in one of the rehabilitation divisions there.
Very good. And what do you like to get up to when you're not working, Patricia?
I like to play hockey, field hockey, and I've played for about 30 years for the same team, which is a team that's been running for 80 years in Derbyshire. And this year's been special because my youngest daughter's been able to start playing with me as well.
On the same team?
Yes.
That's exciting.
So we vary from 14-year-olds up to about 60.
Brilliant. Very good indeed. Patricia, what are you going to go for on our board here?
There's a couple, and I'm not sure which is going to be the lowest, so I'm going to go for It Only Takes a Minute by Take That.
Take That. It only takes a minute. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Take That. It's right. 31's our only score at the moment. 39's where you end up with Take That.
Yeah, 12 number ones they've had to take that, quite apart from top 10 hits.
Wow. That's showing off, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
Thank you very much indeed. Philippa, welcome back.
Thank you
Our
very
golden
much.
couple, Philippa and
Indeed.
Janet from the last show. Lovely to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself.
Okay, I live in Devizes. I'm retired now, but I do a lot of things in Devizes. And I also volunteer at the Wiltshire Museum, which is based in Devizes.
What's the pride of the Wiltshire Museum?
Well, we have an enormous collection of Bronze Age gold and so on. A lot of stuff from Stonehenge, a lot of the...
That's very exciting. These are sort of hoards from Salisbury Plain and
yeah,
surrounding
exactly,
it.
yeah,
How
so-
exciting.
Yeah, so it's a small museum. It doesn't get much in the way of funding, but it's got a fantastic collection. So.
What's the security like there?
Well, funnily enough, it's quite good now because the bronze collection wasn't actually put out in the museum until the security was sorted out, so...
Oh, God, we missed a chance there, didn't we?
Still, depends if they've got a laser system. Obviously, because I know that you are a demon with the laser system.
We used to be international jewel thieves, but people often
Yeah.
say, what did you guys do before this? International jewel thieves
Yeah.
was the answer to that. Never, ever got caught,
No.
which is amazing.
I know. We have left single monogrammed gloves all over the world.
Yeah, we really have.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, Philippa, what would you like to go for?
I'd like to go for pictures of matchstick men, please. Status quo.
Status quo, says Philippa. Let's see how many of our 100 people said status quo. It is right. 31 is our low score, 39 our high. There you are, just above our low score. Very good indeed, Philippa. Well done.
Well played, Philippa. They were a very different band back then as well, sort of slightly more twee, psychedelic type band. If you listened to that song, you wouldn't know it's Status Quo necessarily.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, David, welcome back. Great to have you with us again, David. Tell us all about yourself again.
So I work in product safety. That's my day job. And then rest of the time, sing with a gospel choir with my wife in Manchester.
Now, there's a story that I heard that when you proposed to Natasha, you surprised her a bit. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Natasha was singing with the choir over in Germany, and I wasn't good enough to sing, but somehow managed to get there undetected and propose on stage while Natasha was singing, and she said yes.
Cue Oh Happy Day, surely, after that. Amazing. Fantastic. David, this board's all yours. Fill in all our blanks for us if you can.
Oh, really struggling with this. So I have a hunch that girls on film, it might be someone like David Bowie. I'm going to have to say someone like Swear It Again with Westlife.
You're going to say Westlife for Swear It Again. OK, Swear It Again, Westlife. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that, but let's see if it's correct first. It is right. Very well done indeed, David. Oh, and down it goes to 13. Very well done indeed. 13 for Westlife. That turned out well.
Nicely done. 10 of their first 11 singles went to #1, Westlife, and the other one went to #2. They've had 25 top 10 singles as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
How are you on these other 3? Girls on Film?
Duran Duran.
Duran Duran, yeah, not Bowie. That would have scored you 51 points. What have you done for me lately?
It's Janet Jackson. Isn't it?
It is Janet Jackson. Well done. 19 points for that. And the A-team?
That's when little Ed Sheeran, before anyone knew he was going to be massive.
Absolutely right. That was his first UK top 10. 24 points for that. So, best answer on the board was Westlife. Very well played.
Thank you very much, yeah. Good. We are clap happy, this show. This is lovely, all these
Good, a lot
extra
of
little
clapping.
bursts of applause. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 13, as Rich says, the best score of the past. David, Natasha looking very strong on the back of that. 31 is where we find Kate and Doug. 32 is where we find Philippa and Janet. And then 39 is where we find Patricia and John. Nice grouping there. But John, you are a little bit ahead. So, yeah, you know what you have to do. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more UK top 10 singles on the board, and here they are, all of them. The first top 10 singles from these artists. I Was Made to Love Her, 1967, Your Song, 1971, New Year's Day, 1983, Holiday, 1984, My Name Is, 1999, Ponder Replay, 2005, and Acceptable in the 80s, 2007. I'm going to read those again. I Was Made to Love Her, Your Song, New Year's Day, Holiday, My Name Is, Ponder Replay, and Acceptable in the 80s. Natasha, welcome back.
Hello. Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Natasha.
Yeah, so I work for a charity in Manchester. We support people in unsupported temporary accommodation. And I've got a dream to set up my own cafe to work with young people. That's something I'd love to do.
How far have you got with this dream?
Well, I've done a couple of courses, I did a Women in Business course. One of the things I want to do is sell pies. So I got the opportunity at a Women's International Week. I actually got the opportunity to sell some pies there. So that, for me...
So you got the pie experience,
yeah.
and you've got a bit of business experience.
Yeah.
Someone needs to give you some money up front to get the thing going, I guess.
Yeah, I
and
need
take
to
it
win.
from there. OK, you need to win the show
I need
today.
to win the show,
Get it
yeah.
going.
Everybody likes a pie.
I like a pie.
Never
love a
shy
pie.
of a pie. Now, Natasha, what would you like to go for? You're on 13, 25 or less, even at this early stage, gets you into the next round.
And I was thinking the one what David did before, I thought, oh, that was brilliant for me. I think hopefully I've got this right. So my name is Eminem.
Eminem, says Natasha, for My Name Is. Here's your red line. Let's see what happens when we say Eminem. That's right. 51. I think that's good enough. Takes your total up to 64.
Well played, Natasha. Yeah, it was a #2 hit. It's got a Chaz and Dave sample on it.
No.
Well, them as session musicians. It's a Labi Siffre track that was sampled, and Chaz and Dave are playing it.
See, that's the thing everyone forgets, that Chaz and Dave were exceptional
Exactly
session
right.
musicians.
Played
Yeah.
with all sorts of people.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you very much. Now then, Janet, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Janet.
I'm a retired teacher, so since I've been retired, I've been doing a lot of family history research.
How far have you got? How's that been?
Well, in 2 branches of the family, I've got back to the 1600s, one being in Norway. So in 2011, I actually went into the home where my great-grandfather was born. I'm the only
In Norway?
In Norway, yes.
Whereabouts? Which bit of Norway was it in?
It's an hour's drive north of Trondheim on a small island called Uterøy. And I'm the
Wonderful.
only member of the family that's been there.
How incredible. What a lovely link to discover. Have you got any family in Norway that you know of?
Yes, at the end of the day, they found me a cousin living in Trondheim.
Lovely.
And I know I've got cousins in Tromsø and Lofoten Islands as well.
Oh, I love the Lofoten Islands. Beautiful. Janet, well done you. Now, you're on 32. If you can score 31 or less, you are into the next round.
This isn't my board
No,
at all.
I had a horrible feeling this might not be. Are any of those feeling like they might be within touching distance?
Not at all, no.
So it's going to be a guess.
Yes. Let's try the second from the bottom one, Coldplay.
OK, Ponder Replay, Coldplay. Here is your red line. Let's see what happens when we say Coldplay. No bad luck, Janet. I'm afraid not Coldplay. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 132, but the round is not over yet.
Yeah, Yellow was Coldplay's first UK top 10 single.
Thank you very much, Richard. John, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, John.
Yeah, I'm a self-employed painter and decorator.
Have you always been a painter and decorator?
No, I've done a few jobs. I've been...
What was the last one before that?
I was a secondary school teacher.
How long did you do that?
14 years.
And what did you do before that?
Before that I did my uni. Before that I worked in Royal School for the Deaf. But I started my apprenticeship when I left school as a painter and decorator, and it seems that I found my way.
It's all come full circle. And actually, all the while, all the time you were teaching and everything else, or you're just looking around thinking that could do with a liquor plant.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Now, John, there you are. You're on 39. 92 or less keeps you in the game.
Right, OK. Thankfully, I think I do know a couple of them, and I'm going to go for New Year's Day, U2.
U2, says John. Here is your red line, nice and high. Can you get below that with U2? Let's find out. Very well done. Comfortably through. Down to go to 31, taking your total up to a lovely round 70.
Yeah, it got to number 10, in fact. That did. It's about the Polish solidarity movement, you know, Lech Wałęsa's movement.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Doug, welcome to Point. It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I'm a retired school teacher myself. For 33 years, I taught drama in a rural high school in Canada, where I loved putting on Shakespeare plays.
That just sounds lovely.
Hasn't he just got the loveliest accent?
Hasn't he? Whereabouts in rural Canada were you?
Quebec.
Quebec.
South of Montreal, very close to the US border.
There we are. I'm picturing some log cabins and
Yes,
lots of
exactly.
wildlife. And Doug striding into school. Hi there, morning to all the nice people who live, the good people who live there. And they're going, oh, morning, Mr. Doug.
Morning, Doug.
Mr.
How's
Doug.
Shakespeare?
I hope you've learnt your lines, Puck. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Just,
Caribou wandering past.
yeah.
That's lovely. Oh, it's idyllic. What on earth are you doing in Cambridge?
Oh, Doug, yes.
I love it in Cambridge.
Oh, I know, I'm sure. There's plenty to love there, too. Now, Doug, you're on 31, which means it doesn't matter what you score here, you're through to the next round. Doesn't matter. But you could have some fun talking us through that board and filling in all our blanks.
I would love to do that. But being a Canadian, the only thing I can think of are things that are close to events in my life that match the dates. I graduated from university in 1971, and I can remember listening to songs of Rod Stewart, so I will say Rod Stewart.
OK, there we are, Rod Stewart. Let's see if your memory of graduation is all it could be. No red line for you, you're already through, but let's see how many people said Rod Stewart. Is it right? Not Rod Stewart. Couldn't matter less. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 131, but takes you through to the next round.
And it's the right vintage, I would say. But Maggie May was his first top 10 single, Rod Stewart. This one was...
Elton John.
Elton John. Yeah. Your song. That would have scored 66 points. Now, Holiday.
Madonna.
Madonna. That would have scored 64. Ponder Replay, not Coldplay.
Pont de replay, Rihanna.
Rihanna. Yeah, exactly. Would have scored you 19. Acceptable in the 80s, do you remember that?
I don't know.
He's had lots of hits with lots of people. It's always featuring someone or other, or him being featured. Calvin Harris.
Ah, right.
Would have scored you 10. And the top one there...
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder, absolutely. Stevie Wonder would have scored you 16. So the best answer on the board is Calvin Harris.
Thank you very much. Well, we're at the end of our first round, which means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. And this really does hurt. Philippa and Janet, our golden couple last time. I'm sorry, this wasn't really your best round, was it? It wasn't your ideal subject, but you did pretty well, though, despite that. Philippa and Janet, it's been lovely having you on both shows. Thank you so much for playing. Philippa and Janet. But for the remaining three pairs, it's now time for round two. Well done, everybody. We made it through that round. Oh, there's some hairy moments in there, I don't mind telling you. David possibly one of the hairiest, then came out with the lowest individual score of the whole round. What about that?
My heart was pumping.
Amazing. And David and Natasha are lowest combined scorers, so very, very well done. Do you know what, David? I'm going to make a little prediction now, because I'm very, very good at my predictions. Usually when that happens, it's a sign that that pair is going to go on to the final and win. Guys, do you want to just go now?
Get me going.
Anyway, very, very best of luck to all three pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is golf. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many post-war major winning golfers with G-O-L or F in their surnames. Richard.
Yeah, anyone who's won one of the 4 men's golf majors, that's the Open, the US Open, the US PGA or the Masters, from 1946 all the way through to May 2019, please, who have one of those letters in their surnames. There's a lot of answers here. I'll tell you now, there are 68 pointless answers. If you're a golf fan, fill your boots in this round. 68 pointless answers.
Thank you very much. I'm just trying to read from the body language how many massive golf fans we've got there amongst our lineup. Maybe Doug. Maybe Doug.
We'll see.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Doug, what are you thinking?
Oh, I caddied when I was younger.
Oh, did you?
I did.
You have a healthy interest in golf.
No, not at all. I just made some pocket money. There are a few, I think, that I can name, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be well known. Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus, says Doug. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Jack Nicklaus. It's right. And not bad. 11, Doug. Great start to the round. Very good. Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah, not among the 68 pointless answers there, Jack Nicklaus. It was one more than anyone else to date. 18 major titles for Jack Nicklaus.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Patricia.
Oh, my dad would be shouting at me if he could see me now. I can't. I've watched loads of golf with him, and I can't think of any names other than Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Tiger Woods. Ooh, I didn't even have time to say it was right. 83 for Tiger Woods.
Yeah, won his 15th major in 2019, Tiger Woods. If anyone's going to catch Jack Nicklaus, it's Tiger.
Thank you very much. David.
Do like my golf. I'm going to say Jose Maria Olazabal, who...
Yeah, well done. Good. Jose Maria Olazabal. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Well, 83 is our high score. You passed that. 11 is our low, and you passed that. Down to 3. Very well done indeed, David.
Yeah, one of the greatest Spanish golfers of all time, Jose Maria Olazabal, 94 and 99, won the US Masters.
Thank you very much, Richard. We're halfway through the round. Let's look at those scores. 3. Well done, David. You're just going to be our low scorer every time, aren't you, David? Fantastic. Very good. Then we travel up to 11, where we find Doug and Kate, and then up to 83, Patricia and John. So, yes, good luck in the next pass, John. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Natasha, remember, we're looking for major winning male golfers with at least one of the letters of G, O, L or F in their surname. Oh, Natasha, is this not your favourite round?
No, not at all.
But listen, remember, David has helped you a lot there.
I know.
So between you both, maybe...
I know, I wanted Woods, that was the only one I knew.
Just think.
I know, I'm trying to... all I can think of is other sports. Just going to make up a golfer's name. Jose Green.
Jose Green. OK, Jose Green. Here is your red line. I'm just hoping Jose won a major, that's all. That's exactly the right sort of name, though. Jose Green. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Never won a major. There we are. I'm afraid scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 103. You might, between you, have done enough, though.
Yeah, as any golf course greenkeeper will tell you, Jose green, Hose B fairway. That's the way. That's the way they do it. I like the fact you had to make up a first name and you literally chose the last first name you'd heard.
Thank you very much indeed. John, you're on 83. You have to score 19 or less.
19, right. OK, golf isn't my sport, but I'm going to go for Bernard Langer.
Bernard Langer, says John. OK, here's your red line. If you get below that red line with Bernard Langer, you are into the next round, into the head-to-head. Let's see what happens. Bernard Langer. It's right. It's a good one, John, and down it goes to 5. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 88.
Yeah, the greatest German golfer of all time. Also won 2 Masters.
Thank you, Richard. Now then, Kate.
Not happy.
Oh, no, no.
Another one.
Oh, no.
I'm going to say Jim McGregor.
The great Jim McGregor. How nice it is to have his name mentioned. Jim McGregor. Oh, let's hope he's up there. There's your red line. Jim McGregor. What happens when we say Jim McGregor? No, I'm sorry, Kate. I'm sorry. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 111.
Yeah, no, Jim McGregor, I'm afraid. But you know what? There was a someone Green. It wasn't Jose Green. It was Hubert Green. Hubert Green was a pointless answer. Loads and loads and loads of pointless answers here. Let's take a look at a few here. Adam Scott, the Australian, is a pointless answer. Fuzzy Zeller, Henrik Stenson, the Swede. These are all big names. Ian Baker Finch, the Australian. Justin Thomas of America is world #1 very recently. Mark O'Meara, another American. You could have had Paul Azinger, Retief Hussein and Trevor Immelman, both South Africans. You could have had Bob Charles, Bobby Locke, Craig Stadler, Davis Love III. Dustin Johnson was a pointless answer, world #1. Keegan Bradley, Louis Tazen, Mark Calcavecchia, Ray Floyd, Tom Lehman. There's just the big... Everybody obscure was a pointless answer. Yeah, the top 3 answers were Rory McIlroy, Nick Faldo and Tiger Woods was right at the top.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we find ourselves at the end of our second round. I'm sorry, Kate and Doug. Sometimes we have international rounds that you could answer and have a really good shot at them, even if you've literally just arrived from Canada. But I'm afraid these two perhaps weren't those. But anyway, it's been lovely having you on here. You'll be on again next time. We'll see you then. Look forward to it very much. Thanks so much, Kate and Doug.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Huge congratulations, Patricia and John, David and Natasha. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, currently standing at £1,000. There it is. But here we are, head-to-head. You can start playing as a pair. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Well, Rich.
That was damage limitation, that last round, wasn't it?
Oh, it's such a shame because so often we have people who really know their golf.
Could have added a lot of money.
Filled their boots, yeah.
Could have done.
Oh, well. Fun for us to watch, though. I mean, Jose Green. I did say, David, Natasha, I was sure you were going to get through to the final, and still, you know, despite Jose Green's best efforts, you're still in the running, so who knows? Anyway, Patricia and John, wonderful first appearance on the show. Golden couple.
Thank you.
All looking very good. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns insects. Richard.
5 pictures of insects with alternate letters of their names, but what are these insects, please?
Very good. What are these 5 insects? Here they come. A, LDBR. B, BUBTLFY. C, MNRHBTEFY. D, GRETGRMT. And E, NROKHWE. There we are. Now, Patricia and John, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first. Feel free to confer.
We'd like to go for B, blue bottle fly.
B, blue bottle fly, say Patricia and John. OK, now, David and Natasha, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board?
A's got to be a...
Ladybird.
Is that a monarch butterfly? And the other two, something tiger moth, but what could that be? Got a hunch?
No.
I fancy the monarch butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah?
OK.
Yeah. Monarch.
Monarch butterfly for C. So we have blue bottle fly and we have monarch butterfly. Patricia and John went for blue bottle fly for B. Let's see how many of our 100 said that.
Don't know if it's lower than the other one.
63. David and Natasha, meanwhile, have gone for monarch butterfly for C. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right, and it wins you the point. Very well done. Down it goes to 38. Well done, David and Natasha. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Let's fill in some of those gaps, shall we? Now, what do you think Ladybird scored? It is Ladybird, of course.
It's got to be in the high 90s.
Let's take a look. 95 points for Ladybird. Now, D, I think you worked out it was a something tiger moth. But a what tiger moth do we think? Where might it live?
Got it. Garden.
Garden tiger moth
Garden
is the
tiger moth.
answer. And that would have scored 6 points.
Beautiful.
The best answer on the board is the last one, though. Quite hard
I
to fit in
just
this.
couldn't.
If I tell you the first word is a county,
Norfolk.
Norfolk, and it's a lovely name. I'd never heard of it before. It's the Norfolk Hawker.
Oh.
Norfolk Hawker. It's a lovely thing to say.
Oh, that'd be a nice name for a narrowboat. Wouldn't it?
Do you know what the arch enemy of the Norfolk Hawker is?
A peregrine falcon.
No, the Suffolk Hawker.
Thank you, Richard. OK, here comes your second question. Now then, Patricia and John, you have to win this one, stay in the game. But David and Natasha get to answer it first, so good luck. Our second question today is all about Lancashire. Richard.
We've got a couple of Lancastrians here, haven't we?
We certainly have.
Yeah. Just 5 things associated with Lancashire now. Can you give us the most obscure answer?
OK, let's reveal our 5 Lancashire clues, and here they are. Name of England's largest national park, which lies partially in historic Lancashire. Lancashire Town, which is home to the Football League team named Stanley. River that flows from the Yorkshire Dales through Preston into the Irish Sea. The Lancashire men and women tried for witchcraft in 1612 are commonly named after this area, and the name of this colour can precede pool and burn to create the names of 2 towns in the county. I'll read those all again. Name of England's largest national park, which lies partially in historic Lancashire. Lancashire Town, which is home to the Football League team named Stanley. River that flows from the Yorkshire Dales through Preston into the Irish Sea. The Lancashire men and women tried for witchcraft in 1612 are commonly named after this area, and the name of this colour can precede pool and burn to create the names of 2 towns in the county. There we are. Lancashire hodgepodge for you, David and Natasha.
Because of the milk advert, we're going to go for Accrington Stanley.
Accrington Stanley. OK, Accrington Stanley. Now then, Patricia and John, that board is all yours. Do you want to talk us through it?
National Park, Lake District, I think.
Bottom one is Blackpool and Blackburn. Do you know what this is? The river, I mean.
From Yorkshire through Preston. We'll go for the colour preceding pool and burn, black.
Black. OK, so we have Accrington and we have black. David and Natasha went for Accrington. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right. 55 for Accrington Stanley. Patricia and John have named black as the colour that precedes pool and burn. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said black. It's right. Oh, look at that, 70. Which means, very well done indeed, David and Natasha. As it was foretold, you are going through to the final 2-0.
By the luck of Jose Green. The top one would have got you 23 points for the Lake District. Much lower scorer than Black.
Oh, no.
The river that flows from the Yorkshire Dales is the Ribble. Would have scored you 10. And now this next one, These Witch Trials, is a wonderful book by Stacey Halls called The Familiars, which is a novel all about the Pendle Witch Trials. Pendle, the answer there, would have scored 22 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Patricia and John, it is you. But great news for us, Patricia and John, you'll be back next time. Look forward to that very much. But meantime, thank you so much, Patricia and John. But for David and Natasha, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, David and Natasha. You have seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,000. There we are. Now, listen, I predicted this. You can spot when a couple have just caught the current and they're just going to carry it through, and here you are in the last round. What has to happen now is that you have to win the jackpot. What will help you win that jackpot? What are you after?
Well, yeah, 90s music, if that comes up, that kind of era.
Yeah, Mariah Carey, any of her songs, that'd be great. Why not?
OK, well, listen, let's see. You never know what's going to appear on that board. Let's hope there's something that you like the look of. Today's list of 4 reads like this. Antarctica, Mary Queen of Scots, horse films, Portuguese football. How are we feeling about that?
Not that confident. Got an inkling, though.
Is it going to be a process of elimination, or is the one that you quite like?
I reckon probably it's going to be David's going to be the one that's going to be strong in one particular area. Me.
Horse films. Yeah,
obviously, horse films. Yeah.
We'll go horse films.
You're going to go horse films?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, horse films.
Did I put words into your mouth there?
Yeah, you brainwashed him then.
Oh, no, I hope they do all right. Good luck. Horse films.
Okay, we're looking for anybody, according to IMDb, credited with appearing in any of the following 3 films, please. So anyone who appeared in The Horse Whisperer from 1998, anyone who is credited with appearing in Seabiscuit from 2003, or Warhorse from 2011. 3 good films there. Who appeared in them?
Thank you very much. OK, now, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Right, Warhorse.
We did watch that. I just don't... Young actors, weren't they? Seabiscuit as well. Do remember watching that, but it was it someone like Judi Dench? Was that... Clutching at straws here, but The Horse Whisperer now, that's going back some time.
Have you watched that?
No.
So Judi Dench.
Judi Dench, who's going to be in that?
I'm trying to think.
It's difficult. Let's have a think. Seabiscuit, 2003, who was big then?
2003, Jim Carrey. No,
Jim
not
Carrey, no. Warhorse. I'm going to get this. Warhorse.
Oh, gosh, I can't even think of it.
Was it someone like Jim Broadbent? Was he
10 seconds left.
Let's go for that, Jim Broadbent. So Judi Dench, Jim Broadbent.
And Spike Lee. No.
I'm afraid that is your minute up. Let's have your 3 answers. What are you going to give me?
Right, so we've got Judi Dench, wasn't it?
Judi Dench.
Yeah.
For which one?
That was going to be Seabiscuit.
Judi Dench.
And we were also going to have... can we have Judi Dench again for Warhorse?
Judi Dench for Warhorse.
And Jim Broadbent, The Horse Whisperer.
And Jim Broadbent. OK, of those 3, which one do you want to nominate as your best shot? Is that a pointless answer?
Wow.
Maybe the Broadbent.
Broadbent is...
Yeah.
OK, Jim Broadbent goes last. Least likely to be pointless, I'm guessing, therefore, is Judi Dench. But in which role?
Yeah. Warhorse, yeah.
Warhorse.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then. And here they are. We have got Judi Dench, and Jim Broadbent. Well, very, very best of luck. Three answers on the board. Who knows? One of those could turn out to be pointless and win you that jackpot of £1,000. What would you like to do with it if you were to win it? David?
I would, put it towards this business idea that Natasha's got.
Oh.
Very nice indeed. Natasha, what about you?
I feel very selfish, but I'd like I'd like to put it towards, obviously, buying equipment for the business and treating
Superb.
David as well.
Oh, well, that's very nice. You can have the first cup of coffee. That's nice.
Exactly.
Best of luck. Your first answer was Judi Dench, and in this case, we were looking for Judi Dench in the cast of Warhorse. Let's see if that's right. If Judi Dench is right and is pointless, you will leave here with £1,000. How many people said Judi Dench? No, I'm afraid not, in the cast of Warhorse. So, we now turn to Judi Dench in the cast of Seabiscuit. Let's find out if she's pointless there for £1,000. How many people said Judi Dench? No, bad luck. I'm afraid Denchless, both of those films. Jim Broadbent was your third and final answer. In this case, we were looking for cast members of The Horse Whisperer. If Jim Broadbent is right and pointless, you leave here with £1,000. How many people said Jim Broadbent? Oh, bad luck. Well, there we are. You gave it your best shot, but I'm afraid you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer. So you don't win today's jackpot of £1,000, but you get to take home a pointless trophy each, and you've played incredibly well across the show, so lots to be proud of.
It'd be a very bad time for me to tell you that Jose Green was in The Horse Whisperer, but fortunately he was not. Let's start with The Horse Whisperer, shall we? Take a look at some pointless answers. There's a few of them up there. You can see those. I'll tell you the ones that did score points, because everyone else was pointless. Robert Redford, Scarlett Johansson, Kristen Scott, Thomas, Chris Cooper and Sam Neill. Those were the only ones who scored points. Everyone else was pointless. Seabiscuit, a few answers there, but the only people who scored points there, Tobey Maguire, Jeff Bridges, Chris Cooper again, Gianni Russo, James Keane, Sam Bottoms and William H. Macy. And on to Warhorse. Wonderful. Eddie Marsan up the top there, Liam Cunningham, Peter Mullen, Pip Torrens, the only people who scored points there, Emily Watson, Tom Hiddleston, Benedict Cumberbatch, Jeremy Irvin and David Thewlis. Everyone else was a pointless answer. Well done if you got one at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you once again, David and Natasha. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £2,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz, where the more obscure your knowledge, the better your chances of winning. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm from Wakefield, and this is my friend Eleanor from Leeds.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Pete and I'm from Droitwich in Worcestershire, and I'm here today with my brother Nige, who's from Malvern in Worcestershire.
Couple number three.
Hi there, I'm John, and this is my wife Patricia, and we're from Derby.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Doug. This is my wife Kate, and we're from Cambridge.
And these are today's contestants. A very, very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Wonderful to have you here on Pointless. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. What he doesn't know can't hurt him. Unless he doesn't know a piano is about to fall on him from the ceiling. As far as I know, it's not, but that could hurt him quite a lot. As you were, it's my Pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hi, everybody. That'd be some good physical comedy if it
Wouldn't
did.
it?
Yeah, wouldn't
Quite
it? Just?
painful physical comedy.
It would be very bad. I'd be very seriously injured. I'll tell you what, let's not do it. Now, last show, two returning pairs, Patricia and John, have come back, even though John almost forgot his own name in the introductions there. There was a he was slightly concerned about what he was called. I'm John. You absolutely nailed it, though, in the end. But there was a moment where you forgot, I could tell. And Kate and Doug, who welcome back, got through to round two as well, so two good returning pairs to join our two newcomers here on podiums 1 and 2.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they seem nice, yeah. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Listen, on the last show, David and Natasha got through to the final, but they didn't win the jackpot, which means we're going to add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,000. £2,000. There we are. There we go. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, as is always the rule, it's going to be the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. So just keep your scores as low as you can. Very best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category this afternoon is broadcasters. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our first question concerns BBC radio presenters and DJs. Richard.
Yeah, we don't always know what radio presenters look like. We know what they sound like. Hopefully you'll recognise a lot of these. So 16 pictures are going to come up of BBC national or local radio presenters. But who are they, please?
OK, thank you. They will stay for the whole round. We won't be changing them halfway through the round. They will be up for the whole duration of the round. OK, so let's reveal the image. And here come those broadcasters. There they are. OK. So, Sarah, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Sarah.
So I'm an auditor and I enjoy running as well. That's my hobby.
Do you do long-distance runs?
Yes, I've run a few marathons. I've run 3 so far. The ambition is to run all of the worldwide major marathons, which is 6.
How many pairs of trainers do you get through in a year?
Oh, a few.
Yeah,
It's
after a
an expensive
marathon.
hobby.
I mean, that's, yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, you
of
have
course
to
it is.
throw them out every month or 2.
Dear, oh dear. Sarah, how are we feeling about the broadcasters?
Not as many on there that I recognise that I was hoping for. I'm going to go with Adrian Chiles.
Adrian Chiles, says Sarah. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Adrian Chiles. Adrian Chiles is right. Down to go to 34. Not bad. Gets us off the mark. 34 for Adrian Chiles.
Yeah, he presents on Radio 5 Live, Adrian Chiles, on a Friday morning. Very good he is too.
Very good, yes, indeed. Thank you, Richard. Now then, Nige, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Nige.
I live in Malvern with my wife and pig, Grace. We've got a house pig, 26-stone house pig. Which lives in
House
the house.
pig?
Yeah.
Lives in your house?
Yeah, she's got a double orthopaedic mattress in front of the kitchen radiator. And, yeah, she's a house pig. If it's raining or windy, you cannot get her out of the house.
How old is Grace?
She's 4.5 now. 4.5 and 26 stone, so she's a sturdy lass.
She doesn't leap up on your knee when you're watching television, I'm guessing. No.
If she was to stand on your foot, you'd probably break it. She's,
yeah,
she's a big girl.
Does Grace eat everything in sight?
Well, she's a micro pig, so...
Not that micro.
No, macro pig we like to call
macro.
her.
Yeah,
macro, micro pig.
Yeah, so, yes, what does she eat?
Fruit, fresh fruit and vegetables, and obviously her pellets. For dinner, she has creamed rice and peaches or something like that.
Oh, it sounds all right, being a pig.
Yeah, yeah. Prawn crackers are her favourite, though. Yeah.
Not just hers. Now, Nige, what are you going to go for on our board here? Who are these broadcasters?
There's a few that I don't know, but I'm going to go for one that I think I do, and that's Ken Bruce.
OK, Ken Bruce, says Nige. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ken Bruce. Ken Bruce is right. 34 is the only score we have posted so far, and you passed that. Down we go to 14. Very well done, Nige.
He's been doing Popmaster for 21 years now. On Radio 2, we love Ken Bruce, don't we?
We do love Ken Bruce. I should think Ken Bruce is one of those people, a lot of people probably don't know what he looks like. But the minute he opens his mouth to order that coffee in the shop, everyone knows it's Ken Bruce.
Anytime he wants a table in a restaurant, you just have to ring him up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you very much indeed. John, welcome back. Welcome back. Tell us all about yourself again, John.
Yeah, I'm a self-employed painter and decorator.
Do you have a holding pattern of people who are waiting for you to come and paint and decorate?
Yeah, I do.
And how many people do you have to have on the holding pattern before you say no to someone? Or do
gosh, well, I think the rule of thumb is try not to say no to anyone.
Leave them disappointed.
Just see if we can push them along a little bit.
Do you think there's anyone watching the television now going, oh, there's John. Oh, he seems to be fine today. He's looking very perky.
Well, the couple whose house I'm doing today,
You're not
they know I'm here, actually.
Okay,
Very
just
few
as well.
people do know I'm here, but
Okay.
they're very understanding. It's
Okay,
fine.
they will. I hope they are. John, what are you going to go for?
I think I know a couple, and I think that's Lauren Levine.
You're saying Lauren Levine. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Bad luck, John. I'm afraid that scores you 100 points. Sorry about that.
Sorry, John. Give all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
Thank you very much, Richard. Kate, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Kate.
Well, I was from England, went to Canada, and while I was in Canada, I worked in Quebec, and I was an events organiser for a big festival for the English-speaking minority in Quebec, in the rural area. And it moved around to different towns every year, so I managed to get to know many organising teams and be involved with the arts community.
All around Quebec.
That's right.
That's very wonderful. Did you bring people out from England to perform, or were you putting...
No, it was all local. It was to support the local rural community and to help people in the arts and painters and people who lived in rural settings.
Wonderful. Very good, Kate. We're looking for the names of these broadcasters. Who are you going to go for on this board?
Well, I'm afraid I don't recognise many of them, and some have gone, so I'm going to have a guess at Alan Titchmarsh.
You're going to say Alan Titchmarsh. Let's see if Alan Titchmarsh is there. Let's see if he is. How many people spotted him? No, I'm afraid not Alan Titchmarsh. That scores you 100 points as well.
No, I mean, always nice to have him mentioned. But, yeah, not there.
Not there. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 14, well done, Nige, the best score of the pass. 34 is where we find Sarah and Eleanor. 100 is where we find Kate and Doug and John and Patricia. So, yes, it's a Doug and Patricia head-to-head, essentially, I think, in this next pass. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? There we are. Doug, welcome back to Pointless. Lovely to have you with us once again. Remind us all about yourself.
I'm a retired high school teacher, and I have recently volunteered for the Lode Water Mill for the National Trust.
So what happens at the Lode Water Mill?
We grind flour. We grind wheat to make flour.
Do you have the original millstone?
Yes, 1745. Not the stone, but the mill itself.
The mill itself, but it's been renovated.
And the mechanism. It's all 1745.
Something about a watermill is just so exciting, isn't it?
Yes, you can make bread when you're finished work.
And that's nice as well. Doug, how lovely. Well, there you are. You're on 100. Joint high scorers, so we want a nice low score from you. I'm hoping there's someone there you can recognise.
Well, no, there isn't. I don't recognise a single person. But I could probably impress you with the names of BBC presenters, but they're a little more local, I think, than these people. So perhaps I'll just say one, and at least he'll hear his name.
That's nice, exactly.
Jeremy Salis.
Jeremy Salis. Jeremy Salis from BBC Cambridgeshire. That's right. Is that right? Let's see how many of our 100 people said Jeremy Salis, if it's right. I'm sorry, Doug. I'm very sorry. That was a really tough position for you to be put in with all of these. But that was a valiant attempt. Jeremy Salis, I'm afraid, incorrect. Scores you 100 points. 200 is your total.
Lovely way to join the 200 club, though.
It is. It is. Thank you. Patricia, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Patricia.
So I'm from Derby and I work at the University of Nottingham. And we have 2 teenage daughters, which we've done a lot of travelling in the past. So we are waiting for them to fly the nest and discussing our future travels together.
So you can go, oh, that's a subtle way of letting them know. Yeah. By the way, you're kind of impinging on their freedom. That's the thing. What are your daughters called?
Molly and Evelyn.
Molly and Evelyn?
Yes.
Ah, Molly and Evelyn. They don't mean that. I mean, they kind of do, but you know it. You know it. They mean it nicely, of course. Patricia, there you are on 100. If you can score 99 or less, you remain with us. Who are you going to go for on this board?
I'd like to go with Trevor Nelson, please.
Trevor Nelson, says Patricia. Here is your red line, nice and high. Can you get below that? Let's find out. Trevor Nelson. It's right. Down it goes to 23. Very well done indeed. 123 is your total.
I'll play Trevor Nelson's Rhythm Nation on Radio 2, of course.
Thank you. Now, Pete, welcome.
Hello.
Tell us all about yourself, Pete.
Well, I'm Pete, and I say I'm from Droitwich, and and actually work as a new car salesman for my sins.
Tell me about something surprising about your past.
Well, back in the 70s, me and my brother and a couple of my mates from a little village we lived in called Witchbold formed a punk band called The Vomits. It was a subtle name back then.
What did you play, Pete?
I just shouted down the microphone. Literally,
You know, I tell you
shouted
what,
down the microphone.
Pete would be quite scared. I can see Pete's a punk in the
Yeah,
70s.
yeah.
But,
Were you quite angry?
No.
Mohican?
No, you went through the phases as you do.
Did you have a nom de guerre? What did you call yourself on stage?
My name was Pete Puke. This was Nigel Nasty, and we had two other friends. One was just called Windy. He was the drummer. I think it was a flatulence problem, but we don't honestly know. And the other one was Billy... Regurgitate.
Pete, you're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score. How are we feeling about the broadcasters?
Well, there's a few on there I know, but I'll play it safe and go for Greg James.
Greg James says, Pete, no red line, you're already through. How many people said Greg James? Good answer. Down to go to 18. Very well done. Strong play on that second podium. 32 is your total.
Yeah, the latest inheritor of the Radio 1 breakfast show, Greg James, and a very good job he makes of it as well.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Eleanor, welcome to Finders.
Hello.
Tell us all about yourself, Eleanor.
Well, like Sarah, I'm an auditor, so we met through work and stayed friends ever since, even though she's left and works somewhere else now. And I also run a lot. I love running marathons as well. And I've run 14 marathons, and one of them...
Oh, that's enough, isn't it? Surely.
Oh, no. They're addictive.
Really?
They really are addictive. And I've run a few in fancy dress, and one of them actually set a Guinness World Record for running the fastest marathon in a wedding dress. So that was a lot of fun.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah, I think that's... Wow. What is the time for a fastest marathon in a wedding dress?
I did it in 4 hours 11 and 1 second, but it's since been beaten, and I tried to think what it is now. It's at least an hour faster, I think. So.
Wow. Did you have a bouquet with you?
No, I had to have a veil and a full-length dress. They're quite strict about guidelines.
Oh, really? This according to Guinness
it's quite
World
serious,
Records. Wow.
Sort of.
OK.
Yeah.
Extraordinary. Well, congratulations. Eleanor, you're through already as well. Do you want to just talk us through some of these names?
I know a few, which I'm surprised about, because I don't listen to a load of radio, but I do recognise some faces. So there's Jo Wiley at the top, Sarah Cox at the bottom. Is that Fern Britton in the middle? Maybe. But the one I think I'm going to say, I'm really sorry, John, I'm going to say Lauren Laverne.
Mm-hmm. Lauren Laverne. OK, no red line, you're already through. How many people said Lauren Laverne? It is Lauren Laverne. And that goes down to 12. Very well done indeed. 46 is your total.
Yeah, well played. You can hear Alice Levine on the radio, but that is Lauren Laverne. Very well done. Shall we take a little look through some of these?
Oh, yes.
Top left, of course, is Zoe Ball, who has scored you 67 points. Then it's Nihal Arthur Naika, who 5 live. He would have scored you 1 point. So very good answer if you said that. Next to him...
Katie Derham.
Katie Derham, absolutely. Would have scored you 4 points. Then the next row down...
Vanessa Feltz.
Vanessa Feltz would have scored you 59. Then...
That looks like Tony Hadley.
It is Tony Hadley, who works on 3 Counties Radio.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, DJ, 28 points for that. Then Michelle Hussein from Radio 4 would have scored you 4 points. Next row down.
Jonathan Dimbleby.
Jonathan Dimbleby, very low score for Jonathan Dimbleby, would have scored you 3. Next to him, we've got a pointless answer. Saxophonist and Radio 3 presenter Jess Gillum. Very well done if you said that. The row below, she's been on the show.
Clara Amfo.
Clara Amfo would have scored you 3 points. We love Clara. Then, used to be a politician.
Lembit Opik.
Lembit Opik. You can hear on Radio Kent. He would have scored you 11 points.
And then Sarah Cox.
Sarah Cox. Radio 2 drive time, 49 points for Sarah Cox.
Thank you very much, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. I can't bear this. Doug and Kate, so lovely having you here. And each time we have to send you home too soon. It's been wonderful having you. Thank you so much for playing. Doug and Kate, lovely.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Well, very well done, all of you. Made it through that round. And very well done, Eleanor, our lowest individual scorer there, and Peter Nige, our lowest combined scorer. So fantastic performance. Best of luck to all 3 pairs for our next round. Round 2 this afternoon is all about zoological geography. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns animals hidden in city names. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you the names of 6 cities worldwide. We've missed out the name of an animal somewhere in their name. So can you fill in those gaps and tell us what the cities are, please?
Thank you very much indeed. So we're looking for the missing animals from these cities' names. And we have got Bucst, capital of Romania. Rsheba, city in the Negev region, Israel. Mos, capital of Russia. Ra, capital of Morocco. Mus, capital of Oman. And Pernan, capital of the Pyrenees Oriental Department, France. I will read those cities again. Bucst, Rsheba, Mos, Ra, Mus, and Pernan. There we are. Sarah.
Yeah, geography's not my strong point, I'll be honest.
How about animals?
Animals okay, but yeah, I'm struggling. I'm going to have to go with Moscow, which... Yeah,
OK, you're going to say cow.
Cow, please.
Cow. Let's see how many of our 100 people said cow. .94 on cow.
It's a big score.
Isn't it?
Good news for Russia and for cows.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, Pete.
Right, I'm looking at that, and the only one that's coming out is hare, Romania.
For the top one, hare for Bucharest. Let's see how many of our 100 people said hare. It's right. Down it goes to 71. Not bad at all. 71.
Yeah, the European hare can reach a speed of about 40 miles an hour.
Really?
That's big. So when your hair starts going, it really starts going.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Patricia, this board is all yours. Do you want to fill in all the missing animals?
I know the Oman one, Muscat, I think, but I'm going for the last one, which is pig, Perpignan.
Perpignan says Patricia, pig. Anyway, is the answer we're after. So let's see how many of our 100 people said pig. Pig is absolutely right. Down that goes. Down to 25. Very well done indeed, Patricia. 25 for Perpignan, pig.
Yeah, a lovely little indoor pig there in the middle of that word. 25 points. Salvador Dali once called Perpignan railway station the centre of the universe. He once had a cosmic experience there, he said.
Wow, I wonder how that went.
He did a painting of it, if you want to look it up.
OK.
How are you on the rest of these? Capital of Oman is Muscat. Cat would have been the answer there. Big scorer, though. Would have scored you 64. Now, Morocco is one of those good capitals. People think it's different cities, but it is...
Rabat.
Rabat. So Bat would be the answer there, 41. And the best answer up there in Israel...
It's Beersheba.
Yeah, Beersheba. So B is the answer. 14 points for that.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 25, very well done, Patricia. Best score of the pass. Patricia and John on 25. 71's where we find Pete and Nige. And then 94, Sarah and Eleanor. Not wildly ahead, but ahead. So, Eleanor, let's see if you can find a nice low-scoring one on the next pass. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more cities up on the board with missing animals. And here they are. We have got... NAU, capital of the Bahamas. DARJING, city in West Bengal State, India. RDAM, second largest city in the Netherlands. BALLA, city in Victoria, Australia. HERAK, largest city of the island of Crete, Greece, and UTSK, capital of the Sakha Republic, Russia. There we are. I'll read those cities again. N-A-U, D-A-R-J-I-N-G, R-D-A-M, B-A-L-L-A, H-E-R-A-K, and UTSK. There we go. So, John. John, we're looking for an animal.
Okay. I might have an idea, a couple of them, and I'm going to go for Heraclean.
Heraclean, and the animal, of course, is a
Lion.
lion. There we are. There's your red line. If you can get below that with lion, you are through to the next round. It's right. And through you go to the head-to-head. Well done. 50, taking your total up to 75.
Yeah, it traces its name back to Heracles.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Nige.
Yeah, I was going to
Nige.
say that. There's a few that I do know still. Just because I like saying it on TV, ass for Bahamas, Nassau.
It is fun. It is fun. Ass. Said ass. OK, Nige saying ass. Here's your red line, quite low. Let's see how far down the column we get with ass. Down it goes to 60, taking your total up to 131.
In 2018, an Egyptian zoo got into trouble with one of the donkeys at the zoo. They were accused of painting it and passing it off as a zebra.
Yes, yeah.
It's not good, is it? Especially as they painted it green. No, painted it black and white and said it was a zebra.
I mean, how close does a black and white painted donkey get to zebra, I wonder? I mean...
Well, it's similar. A zebra is essentially a donkey with a barcode.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Eleanor. There you are. You're on 94. You have to score 36 or less. Do you want to talk us through that board?
All right. Well, the second one is eel. The next one is otter. And then we've got rat. And I don't know the last one. So I'll try eel.
OK, you're going to go for eel for the middle of Darjeeling. Let's see how many of our 100 people said eel. There is your red line. It's right. 70 for Darjeeling. That takes your total up to 164.
Yeah, unfortunate there. You knew two very obvious ones and one obscure one, but you I don't think, realised which one was obscure when you went through them. Rotterdam is a big scorer. Rotterdam would have scored you 90, but Ballarat's a very, very good answer. 21 points for Ballarat. Well, I don't know if you said that home. And the best answer on the board at the bottom there is Yakutsk.
Yakutsk.
So Yak would have scored 7 points.
Thank you, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round. We have to say goodbye to another pair, Eleanor and Sarah. I'm afraid it is you. We'll see you again next time, though. Look forward to that very much. Meantime, thanks so much, Eleanor and Sarah. But for the two remaining pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Pete, Nige, Patricia and John. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,000. There it is. Well, from here on in, you play as a pair, and in this round, the first pair to win 2 points will be playing for that jackpot. So, very well done, Rich.
It's going to be interesting, won't it? It's lovely to see the vomits getting through to the head-to-head, isn't it? It's a proper treat, but it's sort of nice when returners win, because we won't ever see them again.
Indeed, Richard. Well, OK. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns pies and tarts. Richard.
We're going to show you 5 pictures of various pies and tarts now. We'll show you alternate letters of their names as well. But what are these pies, or what are these tarts?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 pies or tarts, and here they come. We have got A, G, L, P, E. B, T, R, A, D, L, A, N, N, A. C, Q, I, H, L, R, A, N. D, BKWLTR, and ETRETTN. There we are. Pete and Nigel, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first.
We'll go for A, and we think it's gold pie.
Gold pie, say Pete and Nige. Patricia and John, the board is all yours. Talk us through that board.
I think B is an Italian one, but I've no idea what it is. And we've got quiche Lorraine, Bakewell
tart.
tart, and we think tartatan. I can't pronounce it. Should we go for that one? E or Bakewell tart?
Go for E.
E, tartatan.
Tarte tatin. So we have gold pie and we have tarte tatin. Pete and Nige, let's see. Gold pie for A. Is that right? How many people said it? OK, that's incorrect. So Patricia and John, you have gone for tarte tatin for E. Let's see how many of our 100 people said tarte tatin. It's right. That's all it had to be if you'd win the point. Down it goes to 46. But it means that after one question, Patricia and John, you are up 1-0.
Yeah, not a gold pie, gents. A
Gala pie.
Gala pie, yeah, with the hard-boiled egg right through the middle. Would have scored you 36 points. Well done if you said that one at home. Let's leave B for the moment because it's the best answer on the board. Now, C...
Quiche Lorraine.
Quiche Lorraine's all that Lorraine Kelly will eat. That's why they call it. They used to just be called a quiche. 89 points for that. And D...
Bakewell tart.
All that Joan Bakewell will eat. That is a Bakewell tart. That would have scored you 93, even more points. Now, it's Italian. Well, you probably
worked
fit
this
it
one
in.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, a nonna is a grandmother.
Yes.
Della, meaning of the.
Yes.
Tartar or torta? Torta. Torta.
Torta.
Torta.
Torta della nonna.
Torta
Exactly.
della nonna.
Grandma cake.
Lovely.
It's vanilla and lemon custard.
Oh,
Sounds
now
quite
that
nice.
sounds nice.
That sounds
What
nice.
are those,
doesn't it?
pine nuts?
Hmm?
Pine nuts on the top there or lemon pips?
They're pine nuts.
Okay,
Imagine
good.
that, they just left them on.
Oh, nonna.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, so here comes your second question. Ooh, now, Pete and Nige, you have to win this one to stay in the game. But Patricia and John get to answer it first, so it's slightly weighted in their favour. Our second question is all about back to front clues. Richard.
Yep, 5 questions here. All the answers start with the word back. But what are the answers, please?
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 back to front clues. A member of Parliament who does not hold office in the government or opposition. A mechanical excavator that draws towards itself a bucket attached to a hinged boom. Dice game in which 2 players move their pieces around 24 points on a board. US group who had a 1999 UK #1 with I Want It That Way. And surname of Steve, British athlete who set a javelin world record in the 1990s. I will read those again. A member of Parliament who does not hold office in the government or opposition. A mechanical excavator that draws towards itself a bucket attached to a hinged boom. Dice game in which 2 players move their pieces around 24 points on a board. US group who had a 1999 UK #1 with I Want It That Way. And surname of Steve, British athlete who set a javelin world record in the 1990s. There we are. Patricia and John will go first.
OK, we've decided to go for, what was it?
Number 4.
Number 4.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys, say Patricia and John. Backstreet Boys. Now, Pete and Nige, do you want to talk us through that board?
Backbencher for the top one. No idea what the mechanical excavator is. Backgammon is the board game. And we'll go for Steve Backley.
Steve Backley. So we have Backstreet Boys and Backley. Patricia and John have gone for Backstreet Boys. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that.
Oh.
There we are, down to 53. The Backstreet Boys, singers of I Want It That Way. Pete and Nige have gone for Backley, the surname of the British athlete. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Backley. It is indeed Steve Backley, and I think that's going to win it. Yes, it does. Look at that, down to 31. Very well done indeed, Pete and Nige. Back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Nicely played, Jensen. With the 3 you knew, that was the only one that would have won you the point, because backbencher would have scored you 63, and backgammon would have scored you 77. Do you know this mechanical excavator?
No, I don't.
Hadn't heard of this. No one? Anyone? Backhoe. Yeah, very well done. Backhoe is the answer. And that would have scored you 12 points. Well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, here comes your third question. This is the decider. Whoever wins this one will go through to the final to play for that jackpot, so best of luck to both pairs. Our third and final question today is all about ways a batsman can be dismissed in cricket.
Yes, we're going to show you 5 different ways a batsman can be dismissed in cricket, and if that is not nerdy enough, we put them all in the forms of anagrams. So can you unscramble those? The team with the most obscure answer goes through to play for the jackpot.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 anagrams of ways to get out, and here they come. Heck, I twit. Hellcat with bite. Wed lob. Hag cut. And beget fickler woe. I will read those again. Heck, I twit. Hellcat with bite. Wed lob. Hag cut. And beget fickler woe. Pete and Nige, you will go first.
Yeah. We'll go for the last one, which we think is leg before wicket.
OK, beget fickler woe, leg before wicket, say Pete and Nige. Now then, Patricia and John. Do you want to talk us through those other anagrams?
There's caught and there's bowled, and there's...
Wicket at the top.
There's a wicket at the top, and there's... So we're going to go for bowled.
OK, bowled. Wedlob bowled. OK, so we have leg before wicket and we have bowled. Pete and Nige went for leg before wicket, and let's see how many of our 100 people got that. It's absolutely right. Leg before wicket, down it goes to 48. Very well done. Patricia and John, meanwhile, have gone for bowled, for wedlob. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that. It's right. And that's 64. Very well done, Pete and Nige. That means after 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Very well played. Yeah, caught is a slightly better answer. Still wouldn't have won you the point because caught would have scored you 53. The top 2 are the best 2. Heck, I twit.
Well, wicket, yeah, as John says, is there.
Hit wicket.
Oh, hit wicket.
Hit wicket. That's if the batsman hits his own wicket, knocks off the bails. That would have scored you 29. The best score by a mile is the second one. Doesn't happen very often. It's hit the ball twice. That gets you out. If the second one is deliberate to stop the ball hitting the wicket, then you are out. So hit the ball twice, 2 points. Very well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. I'm afraid, Patricia and John, it is you. 2 head-to-heads. I'm afraid no trophy to show for it, but a proud, pointless record, I might say. Anyway, thank you so much for playing. Patricia and John, fantastic. But for Pete and Nige, it is now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Pete and Nige. You fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. Let's not forget, at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,000. There it is. Well, very strong performance, I must say, across the show. Your first appearance on Pointless, straight through to the finals, not mucking about. I just think it's time the Vomits got back together. I mean, are you in touch with the others?
Yeah. If only we could play our instruments, though. You know,
like that mattered. Come on. OK, now, Pete and Nige, here we are. You need to win this jackpot. What do you want to see come up?
Can we have Punk from 1977 to 1981? Failing that, can we have the greatest hits of the Vomits, please?
That'll probably be a pointless answer.
Nige, anything particularly you'd like to see?
That, or sport, maybe, horse racing.
OK.
Music.
All of the above. OK, well, best of luck. 4 things will appear on the board. Let's hope you like the look of at least one of them. Today's selection looks like this. We've got A Star Is Born casts, beer, boxing, contemporary thriller writers. What do we think?
Not a lot.
Can we have Punk from 19... I don't know. Boxing.
It's going to have to be boxing, although...
Boxing.
OK, boxing it is, Rich.
OK, gents, we're looking for any of the following, please. We're looking for any of the boxers on boxing.com's list in 2013 of the 100 greatest boxers of all time, please. We are looking for anyone who took part in the World Boxing Super Series, 1718, 1819. And we're looking for any Team GB Olympic medal-winning boxer in the 21st century. And the 21st century includes 2000 as well. These are the 100 greatest boxers of all time. World Boxing Super Series competitors, 1718, 1819, and those Team GB Olympic medal winners. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories. Just focus on whichever categories you like the look of. Are you ready? OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Forget the second one.
Yeah, no. Audley Harrison for the last one. Audley Harrison for the last one,
Or
I think.
James DeGale.
James DeGale, yeah, as well. 100 greatest fighters of all time.
Thomas the Hitman Hayes, Marvin Hagler, Nigel Benn,
Yeah, what,
Bashir Bank,
what are the Filipino ones?
Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao.
I think people get James DeGale because he's still boxing now, or Audley Harrison who's
Who's the
bit in
chap?
the dust.
So what would we say, James DeGale?
No, Audley Harrison for the bottom one, and then the 2 top ones.
Not James DeGale?
No.
Okay.
2 top ones.
Manny Pacquiao
Yeah.
and Marvin Hagler.
Or Hitman Hayes. Hitman Hayes, I think, more than Hagler.
10 seconds
I'd
left.
say Hagler.
Go for Hagler then. Yeah.
OK, you happy?
Always happy.
Always happy. Well, there we are. Let the minute run out. Nice. OK, there we are. That's your time up. Let's have your 3 answers. And if you could say which category you're answering in.
2 from the top one, which were Marvin Hagler
Yeah.
Marvin Hagler
and Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao.
and Manny Pacquiao.
And the bottom one will go for Audley Harrison.
Audley Harrison. OK. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Marvin Hagler.
Marvin Hagler will put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Audley Harrison.
Audley Harrison. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board then, in that order, and here they are. We have got Audley Harrison, Manny Pacquiao, and Marvin Hagler. 3 good answers on the board there. If you were to win that jackpot of £2,000, what would you like to do with it? Pete, you first.
Probably treat myself to a nice watch. If I'm being quite honest, I like my watches, so nothing too expensive, but the bigger the dials, the better. I can see them without my glasses, so I'm happy then.
Nige?
Well, if my wife's watching, spend it on a holiday, but if she's not, a synthesiser. So it'll probably be spending it on my wife on a holiday.
OK, well, very, very best luck. 3 good answers. As I say, let's hope one of these wins that jackpot for you. Your first answer was Audley Harrison. In this case, we were looking for Olympic medal-winning boxers in the 21st century. Only one of these answers has to be pointless, remember, for you to win that jackpot. So for £2,000, let's find out. Audley Harrison. How many people said Audley Harrison? Is it pointless? It's right. It's the first thing it had to be. It just has to go all the way down to 0 now for you to win that £2,000 jackpot. Down we go through the teens, into single figures. Still going down with Audley Harrison. Still going. Oh, 2. Well, that's good. Close. No cigar yet, but let's see. Your next answer was Manny Pacquiao. In this instance, we were looking for the 100 greatest fighters of all time. If Manny Pacquiao is correct and pointless, you leave here with £2,000. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Manny Pacquiao. It's right. Audley Harrison, your first answer, took us all the way down to 2. Manny Pacquiao now taking us down through the teens, into single figures, still going down, you're passing 2. Very well done. Manny Pacquiao is a pointless answer, which means the watch will be yours, the holiday or synthesizer, depending will be yours as well. Very, very well played. Fabulous. That wins you that jackpot.
Yeah, very nicely done, gents. So Marvin Hagler would have scored you 2 points, but it's a beautiful category. That 100 best boxers, there's some very, very big names in there. If you know about boxing at home, this would have been a jackpot for you as well. Let's take a look, shall we, at some of the pointless answers for the best 100 fighters of all time. Jake LaMotta is a pointless answer. Joe Lewis. Larry Holmes, there's Manny Pacquiao. You could have had Archie Moore, Azuma Nelson, Bernard Hopkins as a pointless answer, James Toney, Gene Tunney, Joe Walcott, Julio Cesar Chavez, Oscar de la Hoya is a pointless answer. There's some very, very big pointless answers out there. Ali and Foreman were the biggest scorers there. Now, those Super Series competitors, there'll be some names you know here as well. First two, certainly, Callum Smith and George Groves, both pointless answer. The Tartan Tornado, Josh Taylor as well. Alexander Usyk was a pointless answer too. And finally, those medal winners. James DeGale would also have been a pointless answer if he had gone for him, as would David Price, Fred Evans and Joshua Buatsi. The big scorers there are Anthony Joshua and Nicola Adams. Very well done if you knew about your boxing and you got any of those pointless answers at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. And thanks once again to Pete and Nige, our winning contestants who take away today's jackpot of £2,000. Very well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where the aim of the game is to avoid the obvious answers and find the obscure ones. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hello, I'm James, and this is Joanna, my wife. We live in Twickenham.
Couple number two.
I'm Oliver, this is my Uncle Keith, and we're from Lincoln.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Eleanor, I'm from Leeds, and this is my friend Sarah from Wakefield.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm from London. This is my friend Rob, and he's from Wrexham.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks, all of you. Lovely to have you with us. We'll chat a bit further throughout the show. Of course, that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. The Arthur Miller to my Marilyn Monroe. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Afternoon. The Arthur Miller to your Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
You should have one of those vents underneath.
I do.
Podium.
No, it's on now. You just can't really tell.
Lovely show today. One returning pair, Sarah and Eleanor, who got knocked out in round two last time. Lovely to have you back. In the pointless books, there's lots of pointless books you can buy, and we always set them sort of at Christmas. And I always have someone, like an unwelcome person at your family Christmas, is always called Uncle Keith. And so, Uncle Keith, I apologise because you seem lovely. It's great to finally have an Uncle Keith on the show.
I know. Everyone should have an Uncle Keith. Bring them along.
But the Uncle Keith on this is always cheating at all the games and getting very drunk.
Yes.
So we've got an eye on you, is all I'll say.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. Ooh, Pete and Nige won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot is starting off back at the beauteous £1,000 level. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, remember, it's always going to be the pair with the highest score that gets eliminated at the end of each round, so just bear that in mind. Keep your scores nice and low. Very best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is politicians. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our question concerns MPs with the same first name. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you 7 pairs of names. They're all MPs who were elected or re-elected in the 2017 general election. But what first name do they share, please? It's going to be 14 politicians to guess at home. Good luck.
OK, thank you very much. 7 pairs of MPs have all served in the 21st century. What first name do they have in common? Here's our first board. Bercow McDonnell, Dentcode Little Pengelly, Corbyn Hunt, Barclay Kinnock, May Villiers, Champion Wollaston, and Flint Lucas. I'll read those all again. Bercow McDonnell, Dentcode Little Pengelly, Corbyn Hunt, Barclay Kinnock, May Villiers, Champion Wollaston, Flint Lucas. There we are. James, warm welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, James.
I was a railwayman all my life. Started in 1957 when the railway was old-fashioned and steam-powered, and come up to the modern railway of today. Most of my life I worked on the international side of British Rail, so I got to see quite a few countries. And I finished up as an underwater railwayman.
Accidentally?
What? Yeah.
For 6 or 7 years, I was the railways director of the Channel Tunnel.
Wow.
Exactly. Ooh, exactly. Either could have been the conductor on the runaway train or, as you say, How exciting. Now, what do you get up to these days, James?
I'm retired and, of course, I travel whenever I can.
Do you have a miniature railway in your attic?
No. No, I don't.
Busman's holiday, I guess.
Do you have a miniature railway in your pond?
No. No.
James, what would you like to go for on our board here?
I think I'll go for the top one and say John.
John, for Burko and McDonnell. Let's see how many of our 100 people said John. It's right. 59 for John.
It's a good start, James. Well played. It's hard to say what people's jobs are because we record this in advance. But as we record, that's the Shadow Chancellor and the Speaker of the House of Commons.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Oliver, welcome to the show. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a chartered accountant by trade, currently working for a manufacturing firm in Lincoln.
Very good. And when not chartering accounts, Oliver, what do you like to do?
I regularly go to the gym and I play a lot of hockey.
Good stuff, Oliver. What are you going to go for on our board?
I'm going to go for Sarah Champion and Sarah Wollaston.
Sarah Wollaston, Sarah Champion. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Sarah. It's absolutely right. 59 is the only score we have at the moment, and you pass it. Look at that. Down you go with Sarah's Champion and Wollaston to 14. Good score, Oliver.
That's a good answer, yes. Sarah Champion is Labour for Rotherham. Sarah Wollaston was one of the ones who left the Tories to go to Change UK and then was an independent.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Sarah, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Sarah.
So I live in Wakefield with my husband Chris and my 2 children, Charlotte and Jessica. I'm an auditor for a British energy company, and if I get any time after all of that, I enjoy keeping fit. So I do a lot of marathon running, and I've also just taken up kickboxing as well.
Oh, because the marathon running's not enough. You take up kickboxing. Does that involve also having to break bits of wood?
No.
Well, that's Thai boxing.
It should.
It should. Could you? With a kick. Single blow.
I could give it a go, I think.
Excellent. OK, now, Sarah, what are you going to go for on our board here? These pairs of politicians all share the same first name. What is that name?
So I had 2, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't know if I take the risk or play it safe.
Oh, come on, you know what I'm going to say.
I'm going to say Caroline.
For?
The bottom one.
Caroline. Was that your safe or your risky one?
That's my risk.
Good. Caroline Flint, Caroline Lucas. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Caroline. It is absolutely right. 59's the highest score and you pass it. 14's the low score. 31's where you end up with Caroline. Very good.
Yeah, Caroline Flint, who is Don Valley, Caroline Lucas, the Greens' only MP.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Natalie, welcome to the show. Tell us all about yourself, Natalie.
I am a digital project manager, so I deliver website rebrands and website projects for companies. And in my spare time, I enjoy pub quizzing with Rob on our pub quiz team, which is called Shark Plane the Musical.
Shark Plane the Musical?
Yeah.
How are they doing, Shark Plane the Musical, currently?
We're not bad, are we?
No. Is there a league you're in, or is it just a thing? No, you'll just turn up from time to time.
Yeah.
OK, Natalie. Time for you to fill in the board in that case.
Well, there are a few that I am relatively sure on, but I'm not going to take a risk on this particular occasion, so I'm going to have to go for Corbyn and Hunt, which is Jeremy.
OK, Jeremy. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Jeremy. I thought that might happen. 96. Wow. Could be costly, that.
I mean, what did we say about taking risks?
Well, exactly. Indeed.
You wouldn't have had a guess at any of the others?
Maybe Barclay and Kinnock for Neil, possibly.
No, it's Neil's son, Stephen.
Yes.
So Stephen Barkley. It's a good scorer, though. 15 points for that. To do what's a much lower scorer than Jeremy is Theresa May and Teresa Villiers.
No,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, 75 points for that.
75.
And you remember Theresa May. And the best answer on the board, Dentcote and Little Pengerley, both which sound like lovely Wiltshire villages.
Yes, don't they?
And the answer is?
Emma.
Emma is the answer. 3 points for that. Very well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed. We are halfway through our first round. Let's have a look at those scores. Well done, Oliver. 14, best score of the past. Then 31 is where we find Sarah and Eleanor. 59, James and Joanna, not so bad. Natalie and Rob, 96. Bit of a mountain to climb there, Rob, but you get the new board, so good luck. Use it well. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's have 7 more pairs of MPs up on the board. Remember, they all share the same first name, and they've all served in the 21st century. We have got Davy Miliband, Bradley Buck, Fabricant Gove, Crawley Rayner, Beckett Hodge, Long Bailey Pow, and Lammy Liddington. I'll read those all again. Davy Miliband, Bradley Buck, Fabricant Gove, Crawley Rayner, Beckett Hodge, Long Bailey Pow, and Lammy Liddington. Rob, welcome.
Hi.
Tell us all about yourself, Rob.
So I'm a neuroscience PhD student at King's College London. In my spare time, I like to play a lot of sport, do a lot of cooking, watch a lot of telly, all the stuff people like to do.
I eat quite a lot, I drink, I go to bed, sometimes I dream.
Yes.
Rob, what are you going to go for on this board? You need a nice low score.
I do.
Have you found a nice obscure one?
No. So I don't know whether to just take a full-on guess and hope it's low, but I think I'll go Davy Miliband and hope it's Ed.
Ed, you're saying for Davy and Miliband. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ed. There's no red line for you. You're the high scorers at the moment. Ed is right. Down it goes to 62. Takes your total up to 158.
Yeah, Ed Davey is running for the lead with Liberal Democrats, but who knows if he's got it. And yeah, Ed Miliband's got it. There's no David Miliband in Parliament anymore. Ed is the only Miliband, apart from Glenn Miliband.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Eleanor, you're through to the next round, by the way. This is exciting. With that pressure off, tell us about yourself again.
Well, I'm an internal auditor. I work for Leeds City Council. Have 2 children, Louis, who's 6, and Juliet, who's 3.
Hi, Louis. Hi, Juliet.
Thank you. And I love running. I love running marathons as well, similar to Sarah.
Do you run marathons together?
We are in, later this year, we're going to run the Amsterdam Marathon together.
Who has the better time of the two of you?
Probably me, slightly.
And at what point, Eleanor, will you just leave her?
I've decided yet. Yeah.
Will you just run on and leave her?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Eleanor, you're through. That takes pressure off. What are you going to go for?
Well, I think I only know one that's left anyway, which is the third one, and say Michael.
OK, for Fabricant Gove, Michael. No red line for you for the opposite reason. You are already through. How many people said Michael? 70 for Michael's Gove and Fabricant takes your total up to 101. Not bad.
Yeah, if you want a clue as to when we recorded this, Michael Gove is very much in the news at the moment.
He certainly is. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Keith. Uncle Keith.
Uncle Keith.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Great to have you with us. Tell us all about yourself, Uncle Keith.
I'm a chartered accountant as well, just like Ollie.
Is everyone in your family an accountant?
Just about, yes, including my brother and my sister and his sister-in-law, so it's in the genes, apparently.
It must be.
So...
God, you must be brilliant at that accounting.
Not really.
Really?
I tried.
Have you thought about setting up your own little family firm?
You obviously haven't met my brother. So.
Oh, OK. He's watching, of course. Yeah, there we go. Keith, 14, you're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score. With that pressure taken from your shoulders, what would you like to go for?
Well, I have to say, there's one I might gamble on, but I'm not a gambler, being an accountant, so I think I'll go for Beckett and Hodge and say Margaret.
You're already through. You could have gambled. You might have found a pointless answer. Anyway, you're going to go for Margaret. OK, fair enough. No red line, you're already through. How many people said Margaret? There we are. 49 takes your total up to 60. 63.
Well played, Keith. I think Beckett and Hodge are the ones that sound most like a detective duo on that board.
Yes.
Maybe Lammy and Liddington.
Lammy Liddington sounds like something on CBeebies.
I wonder what Lammy Liddington's voice would sound like.
Hello. I think.
That's very good.
There we go. Thank you very much. Joanna, welcome to Pointers. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I was a physiotherapist for about 40-odd years, and then I retired. And
This sounds like you love that.
I love it.
Oh.
Wonderful.
So what do you get up to these days, Joanna?
We mountain walk,
Oh, good.
we ski.
Very
Or at least I still ski.
Do you combine that? Because you can put skins on your skis and
No,
walk
no,
up the
I do it
mountain
the easy way,
and then ski
downhill.
down. Oh, okay. Now, Joanna, this is interesting. You have to score 98 or less to stay in the game. What is the first name shared by all of these politicians? Are there any nice ones left on the board that you know?
Well, there's one I think I know.
You can talk through the board if you like.
Oh, that I can't do. But I will go for the bottom one, which I think is David.
David Lammy, David Liddington, here is your red line. Nice and high. Can you get below that with David? That's right. There we are, down to 34. Not bad at all, taking your total up to 93.
Lovely end to the round, yeah. David Lammy, Labour MP for Tottenham. David Liddington as captain of the University Challenge winning team twice. He did it in his student days and he did it on a reunion show as well.
Oh,
it's impressive, isn't it?
It is impressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, how are you with the rest of these? Bradley and Buck. Buck used to be my MP many years ago. So I know that
Karen
one.
Bradley.
Karen
So I'm
Bradley
guessing
was
Karen Buck.
Absolutely
Yes.
right. 5 points for that. Crawley and Rayner. Rayner is the more famous of these.
I can't think of that.
Angela.
Angela Rayner.
Angela Crawley. Angela Crawley is a SNP MP. 6 for that. And Long Bailey, she's the more famous one here.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Rebecca.
I just love both of those. Rebecca Long Bailey.
Long Bailey.
Rebecca
Pow. 5 points for that as well. So those are the best 3 answers on the board, those last 3. Well done if you got one of those.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. We are at the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. Oh, Rob and Natalie, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll be back next time, and I'm sure we'll go much, much further. We won't do politicians, I promise. I look forward to seeing you then. Rob and Natalie, thank you very much. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. There we are, suddenly down to 3 pairs. Very well done. All of you made it through that round of politicians. Oliver, very well done, our lowest individual scorer. And Uncle Keith and Oliver, jointly, you would expect that from accountants, keeping the numbers nice and low. Very, very well done, our best joint scorers. But well done, all of you. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is words. It's one of those words rounds. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words ending R-U-M as they could. Richard?
We are looking for any word which has its own entry in the British and World English section of oxforddictionaries.com, please, that ends R-U-M. No hyphenated words, no proper nouns.
It's a toughie.
Yeah.
I see sometimes we have words rounds that are round 1 rounds.
Yeah.
This is a round 2, and I guess because there are slightly fewer.
It means there'll be slightly fewer.
Slightly fewer.
Yeah.
I think I might have one.
OK, interesting.
James.
So, I will try fulcrum.
Yes, I think it deserves that. Fulcrum, says James. Let's see how many of our 100 people said fulcrum. It's right. Down he goes to 9. Very well done indeed, James. Good start to the round.
Well played, James. Tough on that first podium in those words rounds, isn't it? Yeah, fulcrum.
Always,
It's like
yes.
a kind of pivot.
Yeah.
That
it
sort
is.
of thing,
It's
isn't
exactly. I never know quite what the difference is between a fulcrum and a pivot.
No, I might look it up.
Yeah.
I wish this computer worked sometimes.
Oliver, what are you going to go for?
Because I've seen a lot of meetings, I'm going to go with quorum.
Quorum. Yeah. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said quorum. It's right. 9 is the only score we have at the moment. quorum.
Very well played. Yeah, the minimum amount of people to have in a meeting.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Sarah. Any word that ends R-U-M.
So I've had one in my mind that I'm not even sure if it's a real word. And then, yeah, one other.
You know which one I'm going to encourage you to go for, but yeah.
I'm going to say conundrum.
Yes. Yes. OK, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said conundrum. It's right. 24.
A confusing or difficult problem. You know when they do those pointless bloopers shows, sometimes those compilations which they show on Saturday nights, which everyone seems to love.
They like them.
Yeah. And they
no one more than us. We enjoyed it.
My absolute favourite bit is when you said, "Hi, I'm Alexander Armstrong, welcome to Countdown." That must have been the end of a long day, right?
I think it was. Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 6, the best score of the past. Once again, Oliver, getting to be a habit. Then up to 9, while we find James and Joanna, and then up to Sarah and Eleanor on 24. OK, so Eleanor, you're a little bit ahead there. We need a nice obscure word ending R-U-M from you. Very best of luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Eleanor. Words ending R-U-M. You're the high scorers at the moment.
I'm terrible at these rounds, as my husband will attest to. I've sort of got two in my head. One might be 2 words, might be 1, and the other one might be completely made up. But I need a low score, so I'm going to go for the one that might be completely made up and say laborum.
Laborum. Exactly. Let's see. Laborum. No red line, you're the high scorers. How many people said laborum, and is it right? I'm sorry, Eleanor, that's an incorrect answer, but you did exactly the right thing. That's the right spirit. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 124.
Yeah, I had to give it a go. I'll give all the answers at the end of the pass.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Uncle Keith.
I think I'll play reasonably safe, then I'll go for tantrum.
Tantrum, says Keith. Let's see how many of our 100 people said tantrum. No red line, you're already through. Taking your total up to 27.
An uncontrolled outburst of anger or frustration. Toddlers were often told have tantrums. Toddlers and US presidents tend to be the main people.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Joanna. So it's words ending R-U-M. You're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score here. Takes a bit of pressure off, but I bet you've got a good answer.
Well, I have a couple. How about strum?
Strum. Like guitarists are wont to do. OK, let's find out. Strum. No red line for you. You're already through. How many people said strum? $34 for strum. Take your total up to 43.
Yes, strum, like what guitarists are wont to do. That's the definition of that. What are your? What's your word?
Panjandrum. What do you think?
I'll tell you what I think. I think it's a pointless answer. And I think I said it as well.
No! Look at that!
There you go.
That's hilarious.
How about that?
Hey, back on form.
The second I saw it come up, I think I may have spelt it wrong, but the second it came up, yeah, it's like sort of a civil servant or something. It's like an unelected official or an elected official, something like that. Should we take a look at some more pointless answers?
Yes, please.
Alabastrum, anti-serum, which is people who are furious about serum. Candelabrum, of course. Candelabrum is the singular of candelabra. There you go. Epicentrum, lustrum, natrum, that's something you get in homeopathy. Nostrum, sepulchrum, and sistrum. Should we take a look at the top 3 scorers, the ones that most of our 100 people said? Conundrum is the 3rd highest score of all. 24. Strum is the 2nd highest score of all. What's at the top? Drum.
There it is.
With
Way
83.
up the top.
Drum, Strum, Conundrum, the title of my new album.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard, well, we are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another of our pairs. I'm sorry, Eleanor and Sarah, our returning pair. We have to send you back to your auditing, I'm sorry, and your marathon running. But it's been lovely having you on. Thank you so much for playing. Eleanor and Sarah. But for the remaining two pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Keith and Oliver, Joanna and James. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, currently standing at £1,000. But here we are, in the head-to-head. You can start playing as a pair. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for the jackpot. Wow, 2 brand new pairs.
How about that, right?
Yeah.
Huge jackpot.
Yes.
I mean, insane.
Yeah.
No, it'd be fun, wouldn't it?
I think it should be. Oliver has been the standout superstar, low scorer all the time. In fact, Uncle Keith, I'd say he's been carrying you.
He has.
Really? But if I wished to be uncharitable, that's how I would view it.
I mean, Oliver's good, but he never ran the Channel Tunnel, to be fair. So
Well, this is true. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, listen, I think you've all done brilliantly, and now you all get to pool your resources. So anything could happen. I think this will be hard fought, this one. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns 3-letter films. Richard.
We are going to show you 5 stills now from films, all of which have 3-letter titles. But what are the titles of these films?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 stills. Here they come. We've got A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. 5 3-letter films. Now, Keith and Oliver, you are low scorers, so you get to go first. Feel free to confer. OK, Keith and Oliver, what are you going to go for?
We're going to go for B and triple X, XXX.
OK, triple X, say Keith and Oliver. Now then, Joanna and James, it's over to you. Do you feel like talking us through all of the others?
Not really. I don't know any of them. I would guess at A. I would guess at C.
For fun, let's have a guess. What would you go for?
This
You've got
is
9 to
not
lose.
my answer. This is a guess, and I think the first one might be tap for A, as in tap dancing. The fourth one, I think the fourth one, D, might be Z, T-H-E. And C, it's got to be Ali something, so I will say Ali.
That's going to be your answer?
Yes.
Ali. OK, so we have XXX and we have Ali. Keith and Oliver went for XXX. Let's see if that's right for B. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Triple X. Triple X is right. Down it goes to 55. Joanna and James, meanwhile, have gone for Ali for C. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ali. It is Ali. And it goes down to 61. Very well done, Keith and Oliver. Narrowly won, but you've won it nonetheless. And after one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, I like your thinking on the first one. Taking your clues from there. It's not tap, it is...
Big.
Big is the answer there. It's a big scorer, though. 75 points for that. The other two, the best answers... surprisingly, E only scores 31. And
JFK.
JFK, yeah. That's the score there. And the best answer on the board is Paul Newman, Western. HUD.
HUD.
5 points. Wow. Very well done if you said HUD.
There we are. Thank you very much, Richard. OK, now here comes your second question. Joanna and James, you get to answer it first, but you have to win it to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question today is all about edible squashes. Richard.
Yes, we're going to show you the names now of 5 types of edible squash or gourd, but we've removed alternate letters. Can you tell us what these are, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 edible squashes, and here they come. CUGTE, KBCA, PMKN, AON, and BTENT. I'll read those all again. CUGTE, KBCA, PMKN, AON, and BTENT. There we are. Joanna and James will go first.
Do you know what KBCA is? No. Okay.
We'll go for the 4th one down, acorn.
Acorn, say Joanna and James. Keith and Oliver. Do you want to talk us through the others?
I'm not sure we can do all of them. The top one's courgette, and the third one is pumpkin. I should know the second one, but because it's not coming to my mind, so I think we're going to go for courgette.
OK, courgette, you're going to say for the top one. OK, so we have acorn and courgette. Joanna and James said acorn. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Acorn is right. For acorn. Well done. Keith and Oliver, meanwhile, have gone for courgette. Let's see how many of our 100 people said courgette. Courgette is right. Ooh, 71 courgette. Very well done indeed, Joanna and James. You're back in the game. After 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Were you pointing out there, Joanna, that the scores are a palindrome?
Yes.
Yes, I said very few people have that sort of mind, but I do. 7117. Lovely. Like a 1950s phone number.
Nice.
Now, pumpkin is a pretty big scorer. Look at that, 87 points for pumpkin. Butternut is a pretty good scorer down the bottom there, 37 points for butternut. Someone said blackcurrant. One of our 100 said blackcurrant, but that is a different type of squash. And do you know this one is Japanese?
No, I do not.
It's a very sweet Japanese squash, and it's called kabocha. Kabocha. I would have scored you 5 points.
I think whoever called the butternut squash deserves a pat on the back. Fantastic PR there, because the buttery name just helps.
You think? Yeah,
Oh, you eat a butternut squash and you just think of butter.
Yeah,
It would otherwise be quite a bland dish. But because...
You think?
More of the butternut squash, please.
It's delicious.
That's how it works for me.
OK.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, here comes the 3rd question. Whoever wins this 3rd question goes through to the final and plays for that massive jackpot. So best of luck to both pairs. Our 3rd question today is all about scientific names of animals. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 scientific names of animals now. Can you tell us the usual English names by which they are better known? Best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal the 5 scientific names. Here they come. We have Equus caballus, Ovis aries, Canis lupus, Caviar porcellus, and Ursus maritimus. I'll read those all again. Equus caballus, Ovis aries, Canis lupus, Caviar porcellus, and Ursus maritimus. There we are. 5 Latin names for animals. Now, Keith and Oliver, you will go first.
Shall we? We're not sure. We're going to go for the bottom one, and we're going to go seahorse.
Seahorse, say Keith and Oliver. OK, Joanna and James, talk us through the board.
Equus caballus is something horse. Ovis aries, sheep or goat. Canis lupus, we think, is a wolf.
Yeah.
And Caviar porcellus, I think, is a guinea pig. And Ursus maritimus, polar bear? It swims. What should we do? Risk?
Risk.
Guinea pig, Caviar porcellus.
OK, Caviar porcellus. You're going to say guinea pig. OK, Keith and Oliver have gone for Ursus maritimus as seahorse. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means, Joanna and James, you only have to be correct with your risky answer of guinea pig, Caviar porcellus. Let's see if that's right. Caviar porcellus. Is that right for guinea pig? It is right. It is guinea pig. Very well done indeed. And down that goes to 17. Joanna and James, very well done indeed. After 3 questions, you are through to the final, 2-1.
Yeah, it took us through the board there beautifully, Joanna. I love the fact that even though you knew their answer was wrong, you still went for a risky one. That is really rubbing it in. Yeah, not a seahorse. A seahorse is a hippocampus.
Ah, yes.
And Ursus maritimus, as you're quite right, is a polar bear. And that would have scored 19 points. You are right as well about the wolf. That would have scored you 49 points. You are right also about sheep. That would have scored you 26. And you said that Equus caballus was some type of horse. It is all horses. So it would have scored you 45 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our head-to-head round. The pair leaving us, I'm afraid, it's Keith and Oliver. You've been supreme the whole way through the show until this point. I'm afraid, yes, it was the seahorse that let you down, as they so often will. We will see you again next time and look forward to. I have no doubt you'll do just as well. Maybe even take it one step further next time. But meantime, thank you so much, Keith and Oliver. Right, for Joanna and James, it is now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Joanna and James. You have seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,000. Well, very, very well done. You just came in, one visit to the show, and you've taken off the pointless trophy already. Can you get the jackpot, I wonder? What's going to help you win it? What would you like to see come up?
Travel,
Travel,
geography, history.
questions about trains.
We've covered pretty much everything in the world. Yeah,
Anatomy.
OK. Anatomy, of course, anatomy. Well, listen, very, very best of luck. 4 things will appear on the board. Let's hope one of them at least won't look too forbidding. Today's list looks like this. European battles, the All Blacks, film families, the year 1969.
There's only one there that one of us can do very well.
European battles.
Yes.
Yes.
We know nothing about the All Blacks apart from they come from New Zealand.
And they normally win.
Film families, well, I know a couple, but not enough to do a whole question. And 1969, that's really a very long time ago.
OK.
European
battles. European battles it is.
Ah, Joanna and James, this has been on our board for so long. All we needed was for a couple of classy contestants to come along and finally choose it. Thank you very much. If you know your battles, I hope this will be a very good category for you. We're looking for any of the following, please. We're looking for any registered battlefield in England, according to the Historic England website. Any designated battlefield in Scotland, according to Historic Environment Scotland website. Or any of the 30 major battles commemorated on the Arc de Triomphe. There's stone shields at the top of the Arc de Triomphe, the French Revolutionary and Napoleonic Wars. So any registered battlefield in England, designated battlefield in Scotland, or the 30 major battles commemorated on the Arc de Triomphe. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories. Just focus on whichever categories you like the look of. Are you ready?
Yes.
OK, we'll put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Rule out
England.
Scotland.
Rule out Scotland.
England.
Naseby.
Naseby is one.
Stamford.
Stamford Bridge.
Bridge.
Stamford Bridge.
What else have we got?
Well, Hastings.
Hastings, yes, Hastings. OK, that's 3.
On the Arc de Triomphe ones, they may be a better
Would they be
chance.
European
Yes.
or French?
The European and French are one of the same.
OK.
Jena and Austerlitz on the Arc de Triomphe. I'm pretty sure they're there.
Waterloo?
Waterloo. Yeah, it's a railway station too.
Yeah.
But Waterloo is not on the Arc.
It's not on the Arc de
no,
Triomphe.
no.
OK, fine.
No, I think we have to rule him out.
OK, well, listen, there's Naseby.
Naseby.
10 seconds left.
Iena, I-E-N-A, and Austerlitz.
OK, our sands are just running out. That is our minute up. Sounds like you've got your 3 answers. What are they going to be? And if you could say which category each one is, that's great.
Naseby in England.
Naseby for a battlefield in England.
Jena.
Iena.
And Austerlitz,
And Austerlitz.
were battlefields in,
Arc de
or
Triomphe.
major
On the-
battles on
On
the
the Arc de
continent.
Triomphe.
On the Arc de Triomphe. OK. So Naseby for the first category and the other two for the Arc de Triomphe. Of those three, which is your best shot, do you think, at a pointless answer?
Jena.
Jena we'll put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Naseby.
Naseby, and then Austerlitz goes in the middle.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's put the answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Naseby, Austerlitz and Jena. Three very good answers there. Let's hope one of these will win that jackpot for you. What would you like to do with the jackpot if you were to win, Joanna?
Well, it'll contribute to this September's mountain hike.
Where are you going this September?
We always go in September and we go to Switzerland. And
Very
we'll be
nice.
going to the Bernese Oberland.
OK, very good. James, I dare you to come up with something outlandish and entirely James-based with your
I
answer.
will-
What would you like to spend the money on?
I'll spend the money on what my wife tells me I've got to spend money on.
OK, fair enough. Mountain hike it is. OK, Joanna and James, your first answer was the Battle of Naseby. In this case, we were looking for any registered battlefield in England. If this is pointless, you will leave with the jackpot of £1,000. How many people said Naseby? It's right.
That's right.
It's right. Just has to go all the way down to 0 for that £1,000 jackpot to be yours. Down goes Naseby, through the 20s, into the teens, into single figures. Down it goes Naseby to 7. Not bad at all. It's a great score. In normal gameplay, 7 would be a fantastic score. Irritatingly, we only take pointless answers in this last round. So let's move on to your second answer, Austerlitz. In this case, we were looking for any battle commemorated on the Arc de Triomphe. If Austerlitz is pointless, you will win the jackpot of £1,000. How many people said Austerlitz? It's right. Naseby took us all the way down to 7. Austerlitz now takes us down through the 20s, into the teens, into single figures. We're passing 7, still going down with Austerlitz, still down to 2. OK. Well, I mean, let's be honest, you ordered these perfectly well. I mean, Austerlitz is on the metro line, so, you know, maybe people might remember Austerlitz. Naseby, people will remember, I guess. But Jena, you put that last for a good reason. Let us hope that it was as obscure to our 100 people as it was in your reckoning. Jena, how many of our 100 people said it? If it's pointless, £1,000 is yours. How many people said Jena? It's right. It just has to be pointless now. We've gone down to 7 with Naseby. We've gone down to 2 with Austerlitz. Jena now takes us down. We passed 7, still going down. We passed 2. Fantastic! Tremendous. Brilliant. Absolutely well done. Superb. Very, very well played. And thank you for taking European battles off our board. Thank you for turning it into a win. Jena was a pointless answer. You're going home with that jackpot of £1,000. Very well done indeed.
That was brilliantly done, very well played. Also known as Jena with a J, but actually on the Arc de Triomphe it is spelt I-E-N-A. Terrific work that was. What a team as well, all the way through. You guys should get married. Let's take a look at the pointless answers, shall we, in the different categories. We'll start with the registered battlefields in England. Battle of Malden, that was over who had the poshest salt. Battle of Nantwich, Battle of Solway Moss, Battle of Stow-on-the-Wold. Lots of other pointless answers there. Flodden, Edgecote, Croppertree Bridge, Braddock Down, all sorts of pointless answers. Their biggest scorers were Hastings, Bosworth Field and Marston Moor. Those are the biggest scorers. Scotland now. Battle of Glenlivet, which is one letter away from being a very nice Christmas present. Battle of Langside, Battle of Linlithgow Bridge, Battle of Preston Pans. The biggest scorers there, Bannockburn, Culloden and Falkirk. And finally, the Arc de Triomphe. There's Jena, very well done. Les Pyramides, Ulm, Zurich. Lots of pointless answers there. Everything apart from Austerlitz, Marengo, Moscow, Dresden and Friedland. Everything else was a pointless answer. Well done if you got one at home.
Thanks, Rich, and thank you so much to Joanna and James, our winning contestants, who take away today's jackpot of £1,000. Very well done indeed. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz where the aim of the game is to find the most obscure answer possible. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm from Wrexham, and this is my friend Natalie. She's from London.
Couple number two.
Hi, my name's Zoe, and this is my friend Gemma, and we're from Leeds.
Couple number three.
Hi, my name's Steve. This is my wife Pauline. We're from Hockley in Essex.
And finally, couple number four.
Good afternoon, I'm Keith, and this is my nephew Oliver, and we're from Lincolnshire.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, as hard as nails and twice as sharp. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Afternoon. Afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
What a lovely show last time.
Oh, wasn't that
Joanna
lovely?
and James, weren't they great? James was like, he was in charge of the Channel Tunnel once, years ago.
I know.
But anyway, we got through to the final round. In fact, Keith and Oliver got knocked out in the head-to-head, had a very good run last time. And European battlefields must have been on the board for a year or so. Must. I mean,
There are some
really.
battles that have happened more recently than that.
They've essentially added historic battles to the list since it started on there. And because they were class acts, they chose it and walked away with a pointless jackpot with Iena.
Very nice.
Iena, one of the battles commemorated on the Arc de Triomphe.
Wonderful.
Who knew? James knew.
There we are. He did.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, yes, Joanna and James won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot is going to start off back at £1,000. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. And just a reminder that you must keep your scores low at all times if you possibly can, because it's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. So just remember that. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category this afternoon is chemistry. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many chemical elements that contain the letters G, A or S in their names as they could.
Yep, any chemical element as of April 2019, please, that contains one of those letters in its name, or more than one.
Why not?
You know,
Why
they're crazy.
not?
There'll probably be some with all three.
Probably
will.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, now, Natalie, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Natalie.
I'm a digital project manager from London, so I deliver website projects and rebrands, and in my spare time I enjoy pub quizzing.
OK, now, digital project manager.
Yes.
So what people come to you and they say, here's our product.
Yep.
What on earth can we do in terms of our online presence?
Well, I work with designers, so normally the client has gone to designers first to come up with the ideas, and then I work with a team of developers and testers to get that project delivered.
And this happens in London, does it? Which area of London is the sort of digital hub?
Like Shoreditch, Farringdon.
Like Shoreditch. Good, is the right answer. Like Shoreditch, Farringdon. Wow, that must be fun.
It's fun, yeah.
Do you all go out to pop-ups for lunch? Little pop-ups. They're only there for a week and then they've gone. They've gone.
A little bit of popping up for lunch.
That's nice. Pop out for a pop-up. Natalie, what are you going to go for?
OK, I am going to go for Californium.
Californium. And unbelievably, Gemma had that very answer primed and ready to go. Gemma's now got to go all the way back to square one. Think of another chemical element with a G, an A or an S in its name. But Californium says, Natalie, how many of our 100 people said that? It's absolutely right. Sometimes it can be a low score of this one. Californium. So it is today. Down goes to Pointless. Very well done indeed. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £1,250. It scores you nothing, and it earns you a fist bump from Rob, and I noticed Rob did the Natalie didn't. There we are.
That was very nicely played, yeah, on that first podium. Discovered by Dr. Joseph Californ, which is what it's named after.
No.
No. It was discovered in California. It helps detect metal stress and fatigue in aeroplanes.
Kind of handy.
Yeah,
yeah,
useful.
Thank you, Californium. There we are, and thank you, Richard. Gemma, welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Gemma.
I run my own business in Leeds. It's an under fives play space.
Now that is, yeah, that's a busy job.
Yeah,
And
just me.
but fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Lovely. How long have you run it for?
Just since last November, so it's recently.
Oh, really? So you haven't done your full year yet?
No. Okay.
This is exciting. So how many under fives on any given day might you expect to find?
If it's raining, I'll get 18.
18. That's a
my
given.
capacity.
OK, that's good. And what sort of things can you lay on for them?
Well, it's just a lot of fun. I mean, it's really pretty to look at and kids will play with anything. So
See,
it's
that's
mostly
lovely.
for the good coffee and cake for the mums.
Very good. Now, Gemma, what are you going to go for?
Well...
Yes, I know. I saw that. I saw that play across your face.
I'm going to go with one which I'm not even sure it's an element, to be honest. Sodium.
Sodium. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said sodium. It's right. 42 for sodium.
Yeah, discovered by Dr. Joseph Sodi.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard, Steve, welcome here from Essex.
Hi.
Tell us all about yourself, Steve.
We both retired last year, so we're just getting used to the plenty of time that we've got. So,
is it feeling like you've got just too much time now?
Well, we've tried to squeeze in 4 holidays this year.
Did it not work?
No,
was that one holiday too many?
Difficult. And we're learning Spanish.
Oh, see, this is brilliant. On a Monday, how's it coming on?
It's not so good. Pauline's a lot better than me, I must admit.
Oh, I'll ask her in Spanish.
Yeah.
There we go. Steve, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Moscovium.
Moscovium. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Moscovium. It's right, Moscovium. And again, this is another sometime low scorer. Let's see how it does this time. It's down to pointless again. Very well done indeed, Steve. That adds another £250 to today's jackpot. Takes the total up to £1,500. Scores you absolutely nothing.
Beautifully played, very well done. It's one of the newer elements, Moscovium. Can you guess where that was discovered?
Was it Bill Moskov who discovered it? I know he was the scientist.
No,
it was
his brother.
Oh, was it?
Joseph.
Joseph Moskov in Hendon, just down the road from
exactly.
here.
It actually wasn't discovered in Moscow. It's discovered in a region called Moscow Oblast, which is what it's named after. So not named after Moscow. Although Moscow Oblast is named after Moscow, so I suppose it is.
It's named after Moscow.
Yes, exactly that.
There we go.
Yeah, it's like being named after your grandfather.
Yeah.
Or grandmother.
Or grandmother.
Yeah.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Keith, Uncle Keith, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Uncle Keith.
I'm a chartered accountant from Lincolnshire.
Only by day, but a full-time uncle.
A full-time uncle, should I say.
Do you know what? There was a momentary, just a moment there when you forgot what Oliver's name was.
So, well, the reason is he has a twin brother, and I just had to look around to see which one I'd brought.
How do we know? I mean, obviously, Oliver did very well in the last show. How do we know you didn't switch them round when you went back and you brought in a different one?
You don't.
We don't.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
By his answers shall we know him. OK, very good. Keith, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for astatine.
Yes. The oohs are getting more and more vocal, which I like, by the way. Astatine. Let's see how many of our 100 people said astatine. There we are. I had no doubt it was right from the way Uncle Keith said it. Down it goes. I'm guessing it's going to be another low score. Down it goes to 2. Very well done indeed, Keith. 2 for astatine.
Well played, Keith. Discovered by Nancy Astor when she was on a cruise on the Tyne.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. We're halfway through our first round. Let's have a look at those scores. Nothing is the best score of the past. Well done, Natalie. Well done, Steve. Then we travel up to 2, where we find Keith and Oliver, and then we travel up to 42, where we find Gemma and Zoe. So, Zoe, anything might happen in this next pass. Let's have a low score from you, though, to keep you in with a chance. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Oliver, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Oliver.
I'm a chartered accountant, similar to Keith, and in my spare time, I'm chairman of the Lincoln Minster Roundtable.
How much time does that take up?
Too much time.
Too much time?
No, it's we do a lot of work at Christmas, so we do a Christmas market, dress up as monks.
You dress up as monks?
Yes.
Do you ever, when you're a little bit tired and can't be bothered to go, send your twin brother along?
Always, always. He's in the back.
OK, now, Oliver. Chemical elements with a G, an A or an S in their names. What are you going to go for? At this stage, 39 or less guarantees you a place in the next round.
I'm going to go with Tenesium after the state of Tennessee.
Ah. Tenesium.
Yes.
Tenesium, says Oliver. OK, here's your red line. Can you get below that with Tenesium? Let's find out. Oliver, I'm so sorry. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 102.
Yeah, sorry, Oliver, or should I say Adam?
Yeah.
That backfired, didn't it, Keith? I'll give you all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Pauline, welcome.
Thank you.
Well, what is welcome in Spanish? I should know that.
Oh, bienvenido.
Bienvenido. Bienvenido. Beautifully said, by the way. I felt like I was in Seville. Tell us all about yourself, Pauline.
So, like Stephen, I'm retired, been retired about a year.
Oh, nice.
We have 6 grandchildren, so they
Lovely.
keep us pretty busy. As Stephen says, we're learning Spanish. Like to do a bit of cooking. We're really into travel, working our way through a bucket list of places to go.
Now, Pauline, it doesn't matter what you score here. Does
Okay.
not matter. You're through to the next round. Mind you, Steve got a pointless answer. That's all I'm just going to say.
So, I hope I'm not making this up, but I could go for Einsteinium.
Einsteinium. Dr. Joseph Einstein. No red line, you're already through. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Einsteinium. Down it goes to 1. Very well done indeed, Pauline. 1 for Einsteinium. Takes your total up to 1.
Some very good scoring going on here. Yeah, named after the Austrian village of Einstein.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Zoe, welcome to Pointers. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I work full-time for one of the big 4 supermarkets up in Leeds in their head office. Been there 10 years. And on the other side of that, I do a part-time maths degree with the Open University, just for a bit of fun.
Just for maths for fun. We all like maths for fun. Now, Zoe, look, you've been thrown a lifeline here. 59 or less keeps you in the game.
This is one of my worst subjects. I'm going to go for magnesium.
Magnesium. OK, here's your red line. Can you get below that with magnesium? Let's find out. He's right. You've done it. You've done it. Oh, look. With room to spare, 23. That takes your total up to 65.
That's one of those ones we talked about before that's got all 3 letters in it. How about that?
How about that?
We've also got about 20 grams of magnesium in our bodies. In our bones, I've
Yes.
probably got more.
Wow, yes.
I've probably got about 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, Rob.
Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Last time we had to say goodbye to you in round 1. Oh, how the tables have turned. Here you are, currently on nothing. And you're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score here. Remind us all about yourself, Rob.
So I'm currently doing a PhD in neuroscience at King's College London.
How's that going, the neuroscience thing?
Pretty good, I think, in my final year now, so it's all sort of coming to a head.
Pretty good. What are you going to do when it comes to an end?
It varies day to day, but at the moment I think I'm going to stay on in science and sort of progress up the...
Stay in the academic side of it, do you think?
The academic side and do sort of a postdoctoral placement in the lab. Take on a bit more responsibility.
Oh, this sounds exciting. Rob, talking about exciting, let's have a chemical element with a G, an A or an S in its name.
There's a few I'm thinking of, but because I like this element, so I'm going to go for it, is antimony.
Antimony?
Yeah.
Antimony. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said antimony. No red line, you're already through. Seven. Very well done indeed. 7 takes your total up to 7.
Yeah, very well played. Let's, Oliver, we'll deal with your answer, shall we, first? You said tenesium or tenesium. It's Tennessine, I'm afraid, not Tenesium. It's Tennessine. Would have been a terrific answer as well. Would have scored 1 point, Tennessine. So very, very unlucky there. Or should I say very, very lucky on podium 2? Would be another way of putting it. Should we take a look at some pointless answers? There's 10 in all. There's Californian, Darmstadtium, Dysprosium. You could have had Hafnium, Hassium, Laurentium. There's Moscovium, Praesidimium, Vanadium. You also could have had Roentgenium as well. Those were the pointless answers. Take a look at the top 3, the ones that most of our 100 people said. Sodium is 3rd with 42. Silver, 2nd with 44. And gold. I like it when it's silver and gold like that.
Nice.
That's the right way round.
Yeah.
Silver 44 and gold 51.
Thank you very much, Richard. We are at the end of our first round. Let's say goodbye to one of our pairs. I'm so sorry, Oliver and Keith. It's you. It's you. You are our low scorers, our golden couple. You are our only hope. And now we have to say goodbye to you. It's been lovely having you on the show. Thank you for playing so well. Oliver and his uncle, Keith. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Very well done. We made it through our chemical elements round. Natalie and Steve, hats off to you. Our 2 pointless answers in that round. So therefore, our 2 joint individual low scorers. And Steve and Pauline, our lowest joint scorers. Does that make sense to you? It sort of does to me. And Zoe and Gemma, whoo-hoo, well done you. That was brilliant. You sidestepped that very nicely. OK, best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is British cinema comedies. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns synonyms of carry-on film titles. Richard.
Yeah, on each board, we're going to show you 6 titles of carry-on films, without the carry-on bit, but we're just going to show you synonyms of what the titles are. Can you work out what the carry-on films are, please? There'll be 12 in all to have a go at home. It's fun, isn't it?
Isn't it? Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our first board of 6 carry-on film synonyms, and here they are. Holding intense feelings of affection, 1970. Ascending into a dense tropical forest, 1970. Despite the prevailing circumstances, 1961. SI unit of inductance, 1971. Army rank immediately above corporal, 1958. And yelling loudly in fear, 1966. I will read those again. Holding intense feelings of affection, ascending into a dense tropical forest, despite the prevailing circumstances, SI unit of inductance, army rank immediately above corporal, and yelling loudly in fear. Natalie.
This is a very tough board. I wouldn't say that carry-on films are my forte. OK, I'm going to have a guess at the bottom one and say Carry On Screaming.
Carry On Screaming, says Natalie. Let's see if that's right for yelling loudly in fear. Let's see how many of our 100 people said screaming. It's right. Carry On Screaming, 71.
Yeah, a spoof of the Hammer horror films, that one. Harry H. Corbett's only carry-on appearance.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Zoe. What are you going to go for?
Toughie. I was going to go for the bottom one as a guess. So I will have a go at the one above. I have absolutely no idea what the army rank is above corporal, but I will say Carry On Major.
Carry On Major. OK, well, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Carry On Major. I'm afraid not Carry On Major. That scores you 100 points. Sorry, Zoe.
Yeah, afraid not. That was the carry-on film about the 1992 general election.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Steve, this board's all yours. Do you feel like filling in as many of those as you dare?
Not very good, but is there a carry-on into the jungle? Not sure. I think the rank is a sergeant, so Carry On Sergeant.
Carry On Sergeant, says Steve. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It is Carry On Sergeant, and that's our new low score. Very well done indeed, Steve, 65.
Yeah, Carry On Sergeant was the very first carry-on film with William Hartnell, pre-Doctor Who, as the sergeant in the film.
Yeah.
How are you on the rest of these? Could be easier, this, couldn't it?
It certainly could.
Holding intense feelings of affection.
Loving is all I can think.
Loving,
I
yep.
don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
47 for that. Ascending into a dense tropical forest. You're right with jungle. Carry On.
Ascending up.
Yeah. Up the Jungle.
There you go.
Yeah.
Up the Jungle.
23 points for that, despite the prevailing circumstances.
That one I do know. Carry On Regardless.
Carry On Regardless. Would have scored 34, and an SI unit of inductance is a Henry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There we go.
6 points. That's the best answer up there. Well done if you said that.
Thank you very much. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 65, well done, Steve. Steve and Pauline looking pretty good on the back of that. 71's where we find Natalie and Rob, then 100, Zoe and Gemma. So let's hope you find the next board a bit easier, Gemma. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, 6 more descriptions of Carry On film titles, and here they come. Educator of Students, 1959. Nickname for Richard, 1974. Sailing for Pleasure, 1962. Unqualified Builder, 1965. Rank Below Sergeant and Inspector in the Police Force, 1960. And At a Time That Is Suitable for You, 1971. I'll read those again. Educator of Students, Nickname for Richard, Sailing for Pleasure, Unqualified Builder, Rank Below Sergeant and Inspector in the Police Force, and At a Time That Is Suitable for You. Pauline.
OK. I'm going to go for the unqualified builder, Carry On Cowboy.
Carry On Cowboy, says Pauline. OK, here is your red line. Can you get below that with Carry On Cowboy? Let's find out. Very well done. Very well done indeed. 21, taking your total up to 86.
Yeah, classic Kenneth Williams, Sid James Carry On. That they shot loads of them in Pinewood Studios and around there as well. And the kind of town in the middle of that is on Chobham Common in Surrey.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Gemma. Gemma, you're the high scorer, so we're going to need a nice low score from you here. How do you like this board?
And not very much. There are a few that I'd be guessing. One of them I'm not sure I'm allowed to say.
It's an open goal there, to be honest with you. Come on, tea time, BBC One, fill your boots.
Carry On Dick.
I can't believe you said that. I was thinking of another one. Carry On Dick, says Gemma. No red line for you, as you are the high scorers, but let's see how far down the column we get with Carry On Dick. $90 takes your total up to $190.
Yeah, Carry On Dick, of course, it's about Dick Turpin. It's about highwaymen.
Yeah, of course.
Nothing worse than that.
No. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Rob, you are through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score. Do you feel like filling in some of these blanks?
I don't know any for certain, but I think I could take a guess at all of them. Guessing the top one would be teacher, third one yachting, corporal, and I would guess When You're Ready. But I think I'll go Sailing for Pleasure as yachting.
OK, Carry On Yachting, says Rob. Let's see if that's right. No red line, you're already through. Not Carry On Yachting. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 171, but you're still through.
Yeah, not Carry On Yachting, won't be the only one who said that. Do you know that one?
Cruising.
Carry On Cruising would have scored you 45. Very big scorer up the top, of course, Educator of Students.
Professor? No, it is
Teacher.
Oh, it's Teacher. It is Teacher.
Yeah, 74 for that. The rank below Sergeant and Inspector is Constable. Would have scored you 50. Now, this bottom one is the one in the toilet factory.
At your convenience.
At your convenience. Yeah, Carry On at your convenience. And that would have scored you 31 points. Best answer on the board there is Cowboy, so very well played there.
Thank you very much indeed. So at the end of our second round, the pair who are heading home with their high score, I'm sorry, Gemma and Zoe, it is you. You'll be back next time, though, and I'm sure you'll do much, much better then. But it's been great having you on the show. Thank you very much, Gemma and Zoe. But for the remaining two pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Pauline and Steve. Rob and Natalie, you are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, currently standing at £1,500. There we are. Well, it's the head-to-head, which means you can now confer before you give your answers. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. That's nice, isn't it?
It's lovely, isn't it? It's nice that the jackpot's gone up a little bit.
Yeah, and each of the two pairs in the head-to-head have contributed to the jackpot.
Well, that's perfect, isn't it?
That's just perfect.
I wouldn't want to be Oliver right about now, would you? Tell you what, him and Uncle Keith, they'll be at Elstree and Borehamwood Station, I think, right about now.
Right about now.
Uncle Keith going, yes, you can have a coffee if you want, but...
You are not getting a pasty. Yeah.
Yeah. Long old train journey back. It's better to be here, isn't it?
I think so. Well, best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns brains of Britain. Brian's.
I mean...
Yeah. Yes.
I don't want to be the one that says that's ironic, but...
Brian's of Britain.
Brian's of Britain. Brian's of Britain.
Nah, that's good.
I tell you what, though, well done on getting Britain right.
Good.
We're going to show you 5 famous Brians now. They're all British. But who are they, please?
Let's reveal our 5 famous brains or Brians. Here they come. We've got A. B. C. D. And E. There we are, 5 famous Brians. Pauline and Steve, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first.
OK, we only know a couple, so we're going to take a bit of a risk with D and say Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson, say Pauline and Steve. Brian Johnson. Now, Rob and Natalie. Can you talk us through the other Brians?
A is Brian Blessed. E is Brian May.
B is Brian Harvey.
Brian Harvey.
And C is a Brian who was on Big Brother, and I think his name is Brian Bello.
Go for it.
OK, I'll go for C, Brian Bello.
Brian Bello for C. Brian Bello. So we have Brian Johnson, we have Brian Bello. Pauline and Steve said Brian Johnson for D. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Brian Johnson is absolutely right. Down to 12. And that's a very, very good answer. And you took a bit of a punt there. So well done, you got a lovely score there. Now, this is interesting. Rob and Natalie taking a massive punt here and saying Brian Bello for C. Not entirely confident. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Brian Bello. It is Brian Bello. Wow, well done. Brian Bello, well, 12 is what you've got to beat, and you do beat it. Down it goes to 9. Very well done indeed. Rob and Natalie, after one question, you're up 1-0.
Well played, Natalie. That's the way to play the game. You've got to take those risks at this stage. Let's fill in these, shall we? Those are actually the best 2 answers on the board, so very well played, both teams there. A, of course, is...
Brian Blessed.
Brian Blessed. 69 points for him. I wonder if Brian Blessed himself would like to go through the rest of the board.
Well, well, Richard, I'd be delighted to take you through the board.
Who's B, Brian?
It's Brian Harvey. Brian Harvey.
From E17?
From E17.
Oh, what did he score?
25.
And Brian, the other I also don't recognise, E. Who's E?
Well, I can tell you, Richard, that is Brian May.
Ah, from Queen.
From Queen! And he scored 76.
Do you know what? The more I do Brian Blessed, the more it's starting to sound like an impression of Brian Blessed, not like Brian. I have to remember what Brian Blessed sounds like.
Is your voice going to be all right for the rest of the show?
I think so. Thank you very much. Anyway, here we are at the end of our first question. Well done, Rob and Natalie in the lead there, which means Pauline and Steve, you have to win this next one, although they get to answer it first, so best of luck with that. Our second question is all about positions in US sports. Richard.
We are going to show you the names now of 5 playing positions in different US sports, but we've missed out alternate letters from their names. What are they, please?
Thank you very much. Let's reveal the 5 playing positions with gaps, and here they come. We have got QATRAK, American football, PITGAD, basketball, PTHR, baseball, TGTED, American football, and PWRFRAD, basketball. I'm going to read those all again. QATRAK, American football, PITGAD, basketball, PTHR, baseball, TGTED, American football, and PWRFRAD, basketball. There we are. Now then, Rob and Natalie get to go first.
I think we know all of them, so it's hard to pick which will be the lowest. For the bottom one, I think we'll go power forward.
Power forward, say Rob and Natalie. OK, power forward now. Pauline and Steve. Do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
I think the top one's quarterback, second one, point guard, third one, pitcher, and fourth one, tight end. Second one? Yeah, if we go for the second one, point guard.
Point guard, basketball. OK, so we have power forward and we have point guard. Rob and Natalie went for power forward. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Is right. Down to 48. Pauline and Steve, meanwhile, have gone for point guard. Let's see if that is right for basketball. Point guard. Point guard is right. 48 is what it's got to be, and it does. Point guard. Down that goes to 23. Very well done indeed, Pauline and Steve. Exactly what we needed from you. And it means after 2 questions, it's 1 apiece.
Yeah, and both questions we've seen the best answer on the board as well, because point guard is the best you could have done there. Next best would have been tight end. Also would have beaten power forward. Tight end would have scored you 39. Then pitcher would have scored you 62, and the biggest scorer of all at the top there, quarterback, which would have scored you 72.
Thank you very much, Richard. OK, here comes the decider. Whoever wins this third question goes through to the final to play for that jackpot. OK, let's find out. Our third question is all about perfect answers. Just checking, not prefect, perfect.
Yeah, just 5 clues out of facts that have the word perfect in them somewhere. Very best of luck to both teams.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 perfect clues, and here they are. We have got a positive integer that is equal to the sum of its proper divisors. Term used to describe a trio of goals when a footballer scores with the left foot, the right foot, and the head. The Lou Reed song that was covered by various artists for the 1997 Children in Need single. The forward phrase from the preamble to the US Constitution, after which a Barack Obama speech of March 2008 is named. And the 2000 film starring George Clooney as fisherman Billy Tyne. I'm going to read those all again. A positive integer that is equal to the sum of its proper divisors. Term used to describe a trio of goals when a footballer scores with the left foot, the right foot, and the head. The Lou Reed song that was covered by various artists for the 1997 Children in Need single. The forward phrase from the preamble to the US Constitution, after which a Barack Obama speech of March 2008 is named. And the 2000 film starring George Clooney as fisherman Billy Tyne. There we are. Pauline and Steve will go first.
OK, we don't know them all, so we're going to go for the top one, the positive integer, so that's a perfect number.
Perfect number, say Pauline and Steve. Now then, Rob and Natalie, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
Yeah, so I think it's perfect hat trick. The second one, perfect day. Not sure on the next one. And then the one we're going to go for is the film starring George Clooney, which is The Perfect Storm.
Perfect storm. OK, so we have perfect number and perfect storm. Pauline and Steve went for perfect number. Let's see if that is right for the top one. Perfect number is absolutely right. And that's a nice low score. Down goes to 19. Very well done indeed. Rob and Natalie, meanwhile, have gone for the perfect storm. Let's see if that is right for the bottom one. How many of our 100 people said perfect storm? Perfect Storm, absolutely right. Billy Tyne, George Clooney. 36 for that, but very well done indeed. Pauline and Steve, you got it down to 19, which means after 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Very nicely played. If you had gone for perfect hat-trick, you'd be playing for the jackpot because it would have scored you 15 points, perfect hat-trick. I think I might have done the same as you, though. It's hard to work that out, isn't it? The Lou Reed song, Perfect Day, of course, 42 points. And this 4-word phrase is the best answer by a mile. It is a more perfect union. Scores 1 point. Very well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. Rob and Natalie, I'm afraid it's you. Very, very well done, all the way through to the head-to-head, and really strong performance, a pointless answer we've had from you. But I'm afraid this is where the journey ends. It's been great having you on. Thank you so much, Rob and Natalie. Right, for Pauline and Steve, it is now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Pauline and Steve. You have seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. Now, though, you have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,500. Well, listen, you started today's show with a pointless answer, Muscovium. Can you finish today's show with a pointless answer? What do you want to see come up?
West Ham football would be nice.
80s pop, something like that.
OK.
Maybe.
Any of these things could come up. They'll be disguised by something else, obviously, when we see it on the board. But you'll know how to see through that kind of thing. 4 things, as ever, will appear on the board. Today's selection is Aardman Animation feature films, Bushes, Sporting Tigers, and Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. So...
Oh, they all look fantastic categories, thank you.
Which one do you think is West Ham most likely to be hiding behind?
Mozart.
Mozart, yeah.
It's one of the top 2. Well, it could be anything. So let's go for Bushes.
OK, exactly. That leaves it nice and open, doesn't it? Bushes. Richard?
It leaves it very open, but there is a London connection you'll be glad to hear on one of these, which might help you out. We are looking for any of the following, please. Any UK Top 40 album by Kate Bush up to the end of May 2019, according to the official charts company. Any members of George W. Bush's first cabinet, that's the 15 cabinet members appointed when he was elected in 2001, or we are looking for any London Underground tube station that is within 10 stops of Shepherd's Bush in either direction on the Central Line, inclusive of Shepherd's Bush. So Kate Bush albums, George Bush's cabinet and London tube stops. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes. OK.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Okay.
2's out.
I don't know much about Kate Bush. The tube stations should know a few, but it would be a guess. So I'm inclined to, because I'm thinking about, is it Royal Oak? Is that one? Notting Hill Gate. Any tube stations, that sort of area.
I didn't go to QPR, so I don't know.
So Royal Oak, Notting Hill Gate, and within 10 stops in a direction. I can't even think what line it's on. Queensway.
Sounds good to me.
Queensway. Queensway. Royal, got any ideas?
None. Like I say, I
Queensway,
didn't go to
Royal Oak,
QPR, so I don't
Notting
know.
Hill.
Do you know any Kate Bush?
No, I knew only an obvious one. So Notting Hill.
Go for your best.
Royal Oak.
Go for your best.
Okay, what do you say now? Okay. I can remember them. Okay.
Yeah.
OK, that, I'm afraid, is your minute up. Let's have your 3 answers. And if you could say which category you're answering.
So I think they're all London Underground stations. So we go for Royal Oak.
Royal Oak, and which, by the way, would be a cracking Kate Bush album, I think.
Queensway.
Queensway.
And Notting Hill Gate.
And Notting Hill Gate. Of those 3, do you want to suggest which one might be your best shot at a pointless answer?
Let's go for Royal Oak.
Royal Oak we'll put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Notting Hill Gate.
Notting Hill Gate, and then Queensway goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Notting Hill Gate, Queensway, Royal Oak. Well, 3 good answers on the board. We'll discover how good they are in a moment or two, but one of these could easily be pointless and win you that jackpot. What would you like to do with it if you were to win it? 1,500 quid. Pauline?
Well, we've got a bucket list, as I mentioned earlier, sort of places we'd like to go. So I think the money would go towards that, but Stephen's got other ideas.
Steve?
That's looking like a new lens to me for my camera.
We'll
share
arm
the
wrestle.
camera.
We'll arm wrestle over it
For
later.
that. Well, maybe there'll be a bit of change as well, let's hope. OK, now, in all three cases, you've gone for underground stations within 10 stops of Shepherd's Bush. Notting Hill Gate was your first answer. Let's find out how many of our 100 people said that. For £1,500, might it be pointless? Well, it's right. That's the first thing it has to be. Just has to go all the way down to zero now, and that £1,500 jackpot will be yours. Down goes Notting Hill Gate into the single figures. Still going down with Notting Hill Gate. Oh, 3. That's a great score. Not a pointless answer, though. So let's move on to Queensway, your next answer. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Queensway. Is it pointless for £1,500? Again, it's right. Notting Hill Gate took us all the way down to 3. Queensway now takes us down through the teens. Into single figures, still going down, and passing 3, still, 1! You're getting into the right zone here, I think. Don't you think? Queensway down to 1. Let's hope Royal Oak continues in that direction and takes it down to 0, and you can leave with that jackpot of £1,500. How many of our 100 people named Royal Oak as a tube stop within 10 stops of Shepherd's Bush for £1,500? Is it pointless? Oh, no! Oh, bad luck, Royal Oak, I'm afraid. Not a correct answer. 2 very good answers there. Queensway, just a whisker away from being pointless, but I'm afraid you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer. So I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot, but you do take home a pointless trophy.
Wonderful.
Very well done. You've played so well across the show. Richard.
Yeah, that was really unlucky. I think that's the answer I might have gone for, Queensway as well. I'll show you the pointless answers in a mo. Kate Bush, there's only one pointless answer here, and that is the other side. So you'd have got 1 point for 50 words for Snow, Ariel, Before the Dawn, and The Sensual World. Those were all low scorers as well. Now, members of George Bush's first cabinet. Here's a few pointless answers for you. Anne Veneman, Anthony Principe, Elaine Chow, John Ashcroft, everyone there, apart from Dick Cheney, Colin Powell, and Donald Rumsfeld. Everyone was pointless. And now there's 4 pointless answers with those London Underground stations. They're all kind of out west. And they are Hanger Lane, Perivale, Northolt, West Ruislip. You've got 1 point for West Acton, South Ruislip, Ruislip Gardens, Queensway, Greenford and East Acton, but very well done if you got any of those pointless answers.
Well, thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you so much, Pauline and Steve. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will roll over onto the next show, though, when we will be playing for the princely sum of £2,500. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the game where we aim for the obscure and we ignore the obvious. Let's meet today's players. And couple number 1.
Hi there, I'm Jessica and this is Gary, and we're work colleagues from London.
Couple number 2.
Hello, I'm Jamie. This is my cousin Corey, and we're from Banbridge in Northern Ireland.
Couple number 3.
Hi, I'm Gemma, this is Zoe, and we're friends from Leeds.
And finally, couple number 4.
Hi, I'm Angharad. This is my twin sister Megan, and we're from Denbigh in North Wales.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Lovely to have you here on Pointless. We'll chat a bit further as the show goes along. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He's been illegally tapped up to star in another quiz show. I won't name it, but let's just say he's been egg-head hunted. That's not going to happen. My Pointless friend is Richard.
Hiya. Afternoon, everybody. Welcome along. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
We've got one returning pair, Zoe and Gemma. Welcome back. They didn't join the 200 club last time.
No.
Which is good, but they did join the 190 club, which is close, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had a lovely final round last time, Steve and Pauline. So we had a couple of pointless answers in the last show. It was a good show. and they needed one more to take home that jackpot. And they got a 1-pointer in that final round. 1 point answer.
Always tough.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah. So as you've gathered, Pauline and Steve didn't win the jackpot last time, so we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,500. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember this, if nothing else. It's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated, so just keep your scores nice and low. Everything's marvellous. Best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category today is television. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns TV medics. Richard.
On each board, you're going to see the names of 7 fictional TV medics. You also see the actor who played them and the initials of the show they were in. Can you name those shows, please?
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our TV medics and see if you can identify these shows. Here's our first board of 7. We have Vet James Herriot, Christopher Timothy, ACGAS. Nurse Ethel Carr, Ruth Sheen, B. Emergency Nurse Practitioner Charlie Fairhead, Derek Thompson, C. GP Prem Sharma, Sanjeev Bhaskar, TID. Pathologist Nikki Alexander, Amelia Fox, SW. Dr. Mark Sloan, Dick Van Dyke, DM. And Dr. Caroline Todd, Tamsin Gregg, GW. I'll read those character names again. Vet James Herriot, Nurse Ethel Carr, Emergency Nurse Practitioner Charlie Fairhead, GP Prem Sharma, Pathologist Nikki Alexander, Dr. Mark Sloan and Dr. Caroline Todd. We're after the names of those shows. Jessica, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
So I work as an investigator for the UK regulator for goods and context charged to your mobile phone.
Right
Whoa,
there.
An investigator.
Investigator.
Now we're talking.
Come on, what are you investigating?
So we investigate things that are charged to your phone bill. So that can be like donating to charity, or it could be voting on a TV competition, maybe for people to win. And it could be game downloads, things like that.
Wow.
Do you think that Jessica is here possibly to investigate one of us?
I think she would have said that she was a civil servant if she was actually here, if she was here on business. I think she's very much on a day off.
In which case, phew.
Yeah. It's a relief, isn't it?
What a relief.
Uh-oh.
Oh. OK, thank you very much. Now, Jessica, great to have you with us. What are you going to... Is everything OK, Jessica? Are you happy?
This
Everyone
board is
looking after
not
you
looking
OK?
good for me.
OK.
I don't want to let Gary down. He's going to hate me, but I think I'm going to go for the third one down and go for Casualty.
Derek Thompson, Casualty. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Casualty. It is Casualty. Ooh, look down, it goes to 79. There we are, 79. Gets us off to a good start.
Yeah, he's been in that show, Derek Thompson, since it began 33 years ago. Do you know what, Jessica, when you were saying I don't want to let Gary down, Gary had the loveliest expression on his entire face. There isn't anyone in the world who would be cooler with being let down, I think, than Gary in that moment. However, once you gave the answer, just the fury.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Jamie, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here from Banbridge.
Yes.
Tell us all about yourself, Jamie.
Well, I'm currently a student studying mathematics at Queen's in Belfast.
How's that going? You enjoying it?
It's going well, yeah. I've just finished my 3rd year.
So hang on, do you do 4 years there?
Yes,
or...
I'm doing a master's, so I've still got 1 more year left to go.
Jamie, tell us, what else do you get up to? What are your hobbies?
Well, I quite like television. I like listening to music. Yeah, just various forms of entertainment, really. I like watching movies as well. But unfortunately, not TV medics. That is not my strong point.
Are you struggling here?
Yes.
Interesting.
So it's going to be a bit of a guess, unfortunately. Although this somehow rings a bell, I might have just made it up, but I'm going to go for Dr. Mark Sloan.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's Dr. Monroe. Again, might have just made this up. But...
Dr. Monroe. It's a great thing to have made up. You just made it up. Anyway, Dr. Monroe. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Dr. Monroe. It's a great thing to have made up. There you are, Jamie. Sounds like a great show. 100 points for that. I'm afraid an incorrect answer.
Yeah, not a correct answer, I'm afraid. But it does put pressure on anyone else who gives us a wrong answer to have a really good one. If you're going to make something up, make up something good.
Yeah.
To try and beat Dr. Monroe. Oh, I'm hearing the BBC have just commissioned it. They are... You are... Oh, no, I'm hearing Ben Miller is the...
There we go.
Is the doctor.
Thanks very much, Richard. Zoe, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Zoe.
I work for a major supermarket up in Leeds, and in my spare time, I like to do a bit of gardening. I love a bit of baking, and I am also doing maths as well as a degree part-time.
Just for fun. Now, so we discovered last time you work in the homewares department. So your gardening and baking, I mean, this just falls beautifully for you.
Yeah.
OK, now, Zoe, what are you going to go for?
I know a few. I might do a bit of a risky one, though.
Go on.
I'm going to go for Dr. Mark Sloan, and I think it's Diagnosis Murder.
Diagnosis Murder. Dick Van Dyke. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Diagnosis Murder. It's a good answer. 100's the high score, 79's the low, and you passed both of those comfortably. Down it goes to 24. Very well done. 24 for Diagnosis Murder.
Well played, Zoe. It used to be on in the afternoons all the time, didn't it, Diagnosis Murder? And his real-life son plays his son in the show as well. Dick Van Dyke's son.
Wow.
Barry.
Wow, Barry Van Dyke?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, right, sorry, OK. Yeah, why not? Thank you very much. Ang Harrod.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Ang Harrod.
So I'm trying to pursue a career in acting at the moment. So I've mainly just been auditioning for drama school this year and then doing some bits and bobs like some short films and some corporate work to see where it goes from here.
Fantastic. So have you been to drama school or
No,
have you
I'm
been...
just auditioning at the moment and then I'm still waiting on some of those results.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
How exciting. Maybe a nice little medical drama.
Dr. Monroe.
Dr. Monroe. They are casting right now. And tell us something else about yourself. So tell us something surprising about yourself.
So we both used to play table tennis for Wales.
Wow.
What about that?
I didn't know Wales enjoyed watching table tennis, but it's...
The pair of you, twins, where did you play? How far did you get? What
So
sort
I
of
guess our
events did you
biggest
play?
competition was we went to the Commonwealth Games in
Oh, for
Delhi in
goodness sake.
2010 and Glasgow in 2014.
Wow. And have you hung your bats up now, then?
Yeah,
or...
we've stopped sort of playing competitively now. We'll still play for fun occasionally, but just trying new things now.
How amazing. OK, now, Ang Harrod, fill in this board for us.
OK. So I know Emilia Fox is Silent Witness and Tamsin Gregg is Green Wing. Is Ruth Sheen Blackadder? I don't know if that's a stupid thing to say, but I think I'm going to go for Dr. Caroline Todd and Green Wing.
OK, Green Wing for the Tamsin Gregg part. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Green Wing. It's right. And down it goes to 16. Very well done indeed. Best score of the pass, Ang Harrod.
That's a terrific answer, Ang Harrod. Very well played. You are quite right about Emilia Fox. Would have scored you more points, though. It was Silent Witness. Would have scored you 37. Now, let's go to the top, shall we? Vet James Herriot.
All Creatures Great and Small.
All Creatures Great and Small is absolutely right. 44 for that. Nurse Ethel Coates, not Blackadder. Very well done at home. It's the best answer on the board. If you said Bramwell, 3 points for that. And Sanjeev Bhaskar.
The Indian Doctor.
The Indian Doctor, another daytime show as well. 9 points for Sanjeev.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, well, let's have a look at the scores. We're halfway through the round. Well done, Ang Harrod. Best score of the past. 16 there. Then we travel up to 24, where we find Zoe and Gemma. 79 at the other end of the scale. We've got Jessica and Gary. And then right up to the top score there, Jamie and Corey, I'm afraid. Corey, let's see what happens in the next pass. A nice low score from you wouldn't hurt, though. Good luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more fictional TV medics up on the board, and here they are. We have got Nurse Trixie Franklin, Helen George, CTM, Junior Doctor Ruby Walker, Amrita Acharya, TGKH, GP Martin Ellingham, Martin Clunes, DM, Pathologist Laura Hobson, Claire Holman, L, Surgeon Benjamin Franklin, Hawkeye Pierce, Alan Alder, M, Nurse Megan Roberts, Neris Hughes, TDN, and GP Jimmy Clay, Adrian Lewis Morgan, D. I will read all of those again. Nurse Trixie Franklin, Junior Dr. Ruby Walker, GP Martin Ellingham, Pathologist Laura Hobson, Surgeon Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce, Nurse Megan Roberts, and GP Jimmy Clay. There we are. Megan, welcome.
Hi.
Well, but before we even start, I know something surprising about you. Tell us all about yourself.
Sure, so I work for the research and evaluation team at an education charity. So basically our team's role is to measure the impact that the charity's having on disadvantaged students.
Very good indeed. And what do you do for fun?
So yeah, again, a big sports fan. I also really like to travel. We've got sort of a bucket list between us where we're trying to go to every country in Europe by the time we're 30. So trying to tick some off as...
That's pretty good. I mean, did you travel a lot when you were playing ping pong? Ping pong. Table tennis. Sorry.
That's right.
Ping pong.
Yeah, I think that's definitely where our interest in travel started. So we would try and get to see some places when we visited, but sometimes it would be like the hotel, the airport, the sports hall, and that's about it.
That's about
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun though. Anyway, now Megan, there you are on 16. If you can score 83 or less, you're into round 2.
Sure. I'm really glad that Angharad got a good score in round 1 because this isn't a particularly good board for me, so I might have to play it really safe. So I think I'll go for the top one, which I'm hoping is Call the Midwife.
CTM, Call the Midwife, stands to reason. Let's see, here's your red line. Can you get below that with Call the Midwife? It's right, and you're absolutely through, Megan. Well done. Down it goes to 29. Takes your total up to 45.
Safe and sound, well done. Such a big hit series, Call the Midwife, based on the memoirs of Jennifer Worth. Set in sort of 50s and 60s, East End of London.
Thank you very much, Richard. Gemma, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Gemma.
I run an under-5s children's play space in Leeds that I opened up last year. And when I'm not playing with children all day, I go home and play with my toddler.
Oh, so there we are. It's toddlers and children all the way. What time do you start in the morning?
9, but I usually get there about 10 past.
Anyway, so I cut you off. You're about to say, and a dog. You've got a dog as well.
Yeah, my firstborn.
What sort of dog have you got?
A Cocker Spaniel called Maisie.
Very nice. OK. Now, Gemma, what are you going to go for here? 75 or less gets you through to the next round.
I know 2, and they're both really obvious ones, so I'll go with the third one, Doc Martin.
OK, Doc Martin for the Martin Clunes one. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Doc Martin. There's your red line. It is Doc Martin, and look at that. Through you go. 64, taking your total up to 88.
Yeah, another lovely series. He took over when Doc Munro was struck off.
Oh, give the game away. Doc Munro, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. OK, so, Corey, welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Corey.
I am a computer science student, currently in my 3rd year. I'm in my placement year, actually, so I'm out in industry, and then next year I'll return.
And then back you come. You bring all the wisdom of the outside world back to the faculty.
Somewhat, yeah.
Very exciting. What are your interests, Corey?
I like to play hockey and golf. Hockey whenever hockey's golf or hockey's over, I like to go and play golf.
Very good. OK, Corey, you're the high scorers. What are you going to go for?
Well, my answer has just been taken, and Jamie has left me with quite a mountain to climb, so I'm going to go for the bottom question, GP Jimmy Clay for doctors.
Doctors,
Yeah.
says Corey. No red line, you're the high scorers. Let's see what happens when we say doctors. It's right. That's quite a low score, 33. Not bad. Takes your total up to 133.
It's a good answer. It's been on BBC Daytime for 19 years. Doctors.
Wow. Thank you, Richard. Now, Gary. Gary, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Gary.
OK, well, by day I work as an investigator with Jessica, but by night I'm a martial arts instructor in Wing Chun Kung Fu.
Wow.
Wow.
See, that's fine. Do you work as a pair in your investigations?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes Jessica helps me out with my investigations and I help her.
Wow, she kicks down the door.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Gary
you
just comes in.
You ever on stakeout together?
Never.
Be fun, that. Gary, you're on 79. 53 or less gets you into the next round. Do you feel like taking us through that board?
I would like to take you through the board, but I only know one of the answers, I think, which is Hawkeye Pierce, MASH.
And that's the one you're going to go
That's the one I'm going to go for.
Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with MASH? Let's find out. Right. Done it. Done it. Look at that, 43. Very well done indeed. Takes your total up to 122.
Very well played, Gary. I think the final episode of that at the time was the highest rated TV show in history in the US when it went out. Shall we take a little look at the rest and fill them in? Do you know the junior doctor Ruby Walker? It's another great series, ITV series, The Good Karma Hospital. Which scored you 9 points. Now, people will know this next series, but hard to get just from the initial L. It's Lewis.
Lewis.
Which scored you 10. And Nurse Megan Roberts.
Was the district nurse.
It was indeed, yeah. Wonderful Neris Hughes. And she would have scored you 15 points.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're at the end of our first round. Let's have a quick look at those scores and see who we have to say goodbye to. Corey and Jamie, I'm afraid the high score of 133 is yours. Great to have you on. We hardly got to chat, but we'll see you again next time. We look forward to that very much. Meantime, thank you so much, Corey and Jamie. But for the remaining three pairs, it is now time for round 2. Welcome to round 2, and as you'll see, we've lost one of our pairs. Well done, you survived that round. Angharad, lowest individual score, very well done indeed. Angharad and Megan, lowest combined scores as well, so all looking very, very strong on that far podium. Best of luck to all three pairs. Our category for round 2 today is higher education. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries with at least one of the world's best 500 universities as they could. Richard?
In September 2018, the Times Higher Education Supplement published its list of the 500 best universities in the world, just any country in which one of those universities is situated. Please, as always, by country, we mean a sovereign state that's a member of the UN in its own right.
Thank you very much, Richard. Jessica?
Hopefully this will be low. So I'm thinking the United Arab Emirates.
The UAE,
Yeah.
says Jessica. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said the UAE. It's right. I think that deserves a lovely low score, Jessica. Let's hope the tower concurs. Down it goes to 1. Very well done indeed. Excellent start to the round. The UAE.
That's very good thinking, because I guess, of course, right, they would. And they got 2 in that top 500, the UAE.
Greedy.
Good answer.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Gemma.
Don't want to go too obscure because maybe they don't have a good university.
That's it, isn't it? That's the thing. But obscure enough to be fun.
I'm just going to go with Norway.
Norway. Norway. Well, let's see. How many of our 100 people said Norway? Norway's right. The only score we have so far is 1. Norway, 13.
They've got 4 universities on the list, Norway.
Goodness.
It's a lot, isn't it?
That is a lot. Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Megan.
So I think, again, I don't want to go for something too obscure, but there have been really good scores so far, so I might have to take a tiny bit of a risk. I might try South Africa.
OK, South Africa, says Megan. Let's see how many of our 100 people said South Africa. It's right. 13 is the high score, 1 is the low. 10. 10 for South Africa.
4 South African universities in that list.
Thanks very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 1, the best score of the past. Very well done to you, Jessica. Great start to the round. Made everybody else think extra hard, so very well done, Jessica. Then we travel up to 10, where we find Megan and Angharad. Then up to 13, where we find Gemma and Zoe. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Angharad, we're looking for the name of any country that has at least one of the world's best 500 universities.
OK. I'm going to stick with the Scandinavian theme and go for Finland.
Finland, says Angharad. OK, you do actually get a red line. But let's see what happens when we say Finland. It's right. 13 for Norway, 6 for Finland. Takes your total up to 16.
Yeah, and they've got 8 universities on the list. I will not go through them all.
No,
but
don't all
they're
of
very good at education, the Finns. You don't start school in Finland till you're 7.
No, but their literacy is incredibly high.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have libraries that stay open till about 10 at night. And
Because of the sunshine.
I guess, yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, OK, Zoe, we turn to you. What are you going to go for? You have to score 2 or less.
I'm really not good with geography, so I'm going to also stick with the same theme. I'm going to try Sweden.
Sweden. We're going to mop up around the Arctic Circle. Zoe is saying Sweden. There is your red line. Again, also very low. Let's see what happens when we say Sweden. Sweden again, absolutely right. 25 for Sweden. 38 is your total.
Yeah, they've got 11 universities on the list. It already feels like it's adding up to more than 500. Yes, Stockholm, Gothenburg, all sorts of Swedish universities.
Inveterate readers, the Swedish.
Oh, they love to read. I mean,
one
they read
of
Swedish.
those, I tell you what, one of those Scandinavian countries, it is compulsory for all children to learn music the whole way through their academic career.
Hence ABBA.
Hence ABBA. But it has had the most enormous effect.
Hence Barbie Girl by Aqua.
Exactly, hence.
Hence Roxette.
There you go.
It's really worth doing.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, now, Gary.
Hi, Alexander.
Oh, look at that. You're on 1. You only have to score 36 or less to get through. Jessica really set the bar there, I think, with her fabulous first answer of UAE. What are you going to go for?
Well, I'm thinking Far East, so I'm thinking South Korea.
South Korea. Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with South Korea? Let's find out. It's right. And you're through. Very well done. And down it goes to 3. Fantastic work, Gary. Takes your total up to 4. Sees you very comfortably through.
10 universities on that list. The highest one, I think, is Seoul National University. Very good answer. There are some pointless answers up there, actually. I'll give you some low scorers. 2 points for Hungary and Turkey, 1 point for Chile, Estonia, Saudi Arabia, and we already heard United Arab Emirates from Jessica. But here are the pointless answers. All of these have got universities in that top 500. Cyprus, Iceland, Iran, Jordan, Lebanon, Luxembourg. They've got 1 in there, Luxembourg. Malaysia would have been a lovely answer, as a pointless answer, as is Qatar. Let's take a look at the top 3 answers. Germany, they've got 44 universities on the list.
Too many, too many.
Too many. Germany would have scored you 59. France, 62 points there. And the United States is top there with 88 points. Now, the United States, guess how many of those top 500 universities are in the US?
Shall we say 138?
Ooh, 123.
Ooh.
It's a lot, isn't it?
That's a lot.
I don't know how many UK universities are on that list, but it'll be a few.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair. And Zoe and Gemma, I'm so sorry. This is the end of the road for you. It's been great having you on Pointless both shows, but I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. Zoe and Gemma, thank you so much. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Megan, Angharad, Jessica and Gary. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,500. round pay as pairs, and the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. What about this?
That was impressive, that last round, wasn't it? 'Cause it's one of those ones where you don't know for sure what the answers are, so you have to try and be smart. And they were very smart.
Yeah,
especially on that
everyone was
first
smart.
podium. Goodness
Yeah,
me.
absolutely. This is going to be very, very hard fought. I think very, very best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here's your first question, and our first question today is all about joints.
We're going to show you 5 woodworking joints now. You have to tell us what these joints are called, please. We will give you the first and last letters of each word in them.
Excellent. OK, let's find out what the joints are. Here they come. We have got A, D, L. B, T, E, A, D, G, E. C, R, T. D, D, O. And E, M, E. There you are, 5 types of joint. Megan and Angharad, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first.
So I think we're going to have to make something up because we don't know any of them. And we thought the one that we'd have the best chance at making up would be D. So, we're going to go for Dido. We're going to go for Dido.
Dido. OK, Dido. Nice classical joint there. Jessica and Gary, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board? Or the whole of the board, if you like?
I think we're the same.
Yeah, we're going to have to make something
We're going to have
up.
to make something up. We don't know our joints.
We don't do woodwork.
Yeah, don't do woodwork.
No.
Not in investigations.
You make something up.
We'll go with D as well. We'll say Devo.
OK, so essentially changing a D for a V there. OK, so we've got Dido and Devo. Megan and Angharad went for Dido for D. Let's see if that's right. For now, let's just see if it's right. It's no, not a Dido joint. Jessica and Gary gone for the same joint, and they're going for Devo. Let's see if that's right. Nope. Which means after one question, it's 0-0. Richard.
And a generation of woodworkers have just stormed off to their sheds in disgust at home. Now, that one, you sometimes have a rail along your wall.
Dado.
It's a dado, yeah. And that dado would have scored you 13 points. Let's fill in all of these, shall we? The first one?
Dovetail.
Is dovetail. Would have scored 47. The next one?
Tongue and groove.
This is the biggest scorer, tongue and groove. Would have scored you 69 points. C, do you know that one? It's the best answer up there. It's rabbit.
Ah.
7 points for that. And the last one?
Again, I don't know.
Is a mitre. And mitre would have scored you 43. You might have guessed that one.
I might have.
That went well.
That did go well. Anyway, there we go. Right, well, everything's still to play for. Here comes your second question. Jessica and Gary, you get to answer this one first. Second question today is all about words beginning with an A and ending with a Z. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you 5 clues now that lead you to a word that begins with A and ends with Z, but which is the most obscure answer.
OK, let's have a look at our 5 clues. Here they come. Surname of the Cuban actor and band leader who married Lucille Ball in 1940. Adjective meaning filled with a continuous humming sound. Animated film starring Woody Allen that was released in the same year as A Bug's Life. Former maximum security prison located on an island in San Francisco Bay. And large public square in Berlin named after the Russian Tsar who visited the city in 1805. I'll read those again. Surname of the Cuban actor and band leader who married Lucille Ball in 1940. Adjective meaning filled with a continuous humming sound. Animated film starring Woody Allen that was released in the same year as A Bug's Life. Former maximum security prison located on an island in San Francisco Bay. And large public square in Berlin named after the Russian Tsar who visited the city in 1805. Jessica and Gary will go first.
OK, we think we know two. We're going for the animated film starring Woody Allen, Ants.
Ants. Say Jessica and Gary. Now then, Megan and Angharad. Do you want to talk us through that board?
So the prison is Alcatraz, but we think we're going to go for the bottom one, which we think is Alexanderplatz.
Alexanderplatz. OK, so we have Ants and we have Alexanderplatz. Jessica and Gary said Ants. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. $42 for Ants. Meanwhile, Megan and Angharad have gone for Alexanderplatz. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that for the square in Berlin. That's right. And it wins you the point. Very well done indeed. Down that goes to 10. Which means after 2 questions, Megan and Angharad, you are up 1-0.
And it's the best answer on the board as well, so well played and back on form. The rest of the answers, the surname of the Cuban actor is Arnaz, Desi Arnaz, which scored you 45. The adjective, meaning filled with a continuous humming sound.
A buzz?
A buzz is right. Well done. Would have scored 17, and you're right about Alcatraz. It's a big scorer, though. 83 points for Alcatraz.
Thank you very much indeed. So here comes your third question. Jessica and Gary, you have to win this one to stay in the game. But Megan and Angharad, you get to answer it first. Our third question today is all about two-wheeled songs. Richard.
Yeah, 5 titles of UK Top 40 hit singles now that all have a form of two-wheel transport in their title. Can you tell us who had hits with these, please? You're going to see the initials of the artists in brackets.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 two-wheeled song clues, and here they come. Funky Moped, JC, 1975. Les Bicyclettes de Belsize, EH, 1968. Bicycle Race, Q, 1978. Motorbikin, CS, 1975. And 9 Million Bicycles, KM, 2005. I'll read those again. Funky Moped, JC, 1975. Les Bicyclettes de Belsize, EH, 1968. Bicycle Race, Q, 1978. Motorbikin, CS, 1975. And 9 Million Bicycles, KM, 2005. Megan and Angharad, you get to go first.
I think we only know 2 for sure, so I think we're just going to go for the bottom one, which we believe is Katie Melua.
Katie Melua for 9 Million Bicycles. Now then, Jessica and Gary, over to you. Do you fancy talking us through that board?
Well, we knew that one as well, so we were hoping to go for that one. And I think we're going to take a guess and say Bicycle Race is Queen.
OK, Queen, Bicycle Race. We have Katie Melua and we have Queen. Megan and Angharad, you've gone for Katie Melua. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. Down it goes to 33. Jessica and Gary, meanwhile, have gone for Queen for Bicycle Race. Let's see how many people said Queen. Queen is right. 57 for Queen. Which means, very well done. After 3 questions, Megan and Angharad, you are through to the final, 2-0.
Now, Funky Moped, better known as a comedian. Jasper Carrot.
Oh, Jasper Carrot.
Yeah, 30 points for that. Les Bicyclettes de Belsize.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
It was Engelbert Humperdinck. Good. Yeah, well done. Worked it out from the initials. 7 points for that. And Motorbiking.
Cat Stevens.
Chris Spedding. Chris Spedding. He would have scored you 12 points. So Engelbert Humperdinck, the best answer on that board.
Thank you very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. I'm afraid, Jessica and Gary, it's you. Oh, you did well, though. You're going to be back next time, and I'm sure you'll do just as well, if not a little bit better next time. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, Jessica and Gary. But for Megan and Angharad, it is now time for our pointless final. Well, congratulations, Megan and Angharad. You have fought off all the competition to win our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and it is currently standing, lest you forget, at £2,500. Well, very well done indeed. First visit to the show, and here you are, 2-0, in fact, in the head-to-head. We'll draw a veil over the first question, of course, the joints question. OK, what would you like to see come up, apart from table tennis?
I think capital cities would be good for us.
Good.
Some sports, so football, Welsh rugby, Olympics, that type of thing.
OK, well, very, very best of luck. 4 things will appear on the board. Let's hope you like the look of at least one of them. We have got for you today Mary, Queen of Scots, A Star is Born casts, beer, Grand National horse races in the UK and Ireland.
Definitely not horse racing.
Not horse racing.
Beer, we both like beer, so... Mary, Queen of Scots, you haven't seen the film, have you?
No.
I've seen 2 of them, but I don't know if I could get anyone good for Stars Born.
OK,
but,
should we go for beer then? No pressure, I don't mind.
OK. Yeah, let's go for beer.
We'll go... Shall we?
Shall we?
Let's
Yeah,
just go for
beer.
OK, we'll just go for beer and hope for the
Beer.
best.
It's going to be beer?
Yeah.
Beer.
Why
Beer,
not?
beer, beer.
Why are we going
I thought twins were supposed to be telepathic. That was very best of luck. Let's take a look. We're looking for any style of beer, any real ale style listed on the Canberra website as of March 2019. That's not types or brands, but styles of real ale. We are looking for any of the top 25 hop-producing countries in the world in 2017. Those are the most recent figures according to the UN, so the countries that produce the most hops. Or we're looking for any landlord of the Queen Vic in EastEnders, anyone that's been an on-screen landlord or owner of the Queen Vic according to the EastEnders' own website. So Canberra Real Ale Style, 25 hop-producing countries and landlords at the Queen Vic. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories. Focus on whichever categories you like the look of. Are you ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
I'm sorry, we've gone for this.
It's all right, we can discuss the countries.
Should we go for the middle one?
Yeah. Well, I reckon Denmark, because obviously
Czech Republic with
yeah.
like...
Should we maybe one like not in Europe potentially, just to like spread it out? I'm trying to think where. Oh, I guess somewhere.
India, and Thailand, because they they brew.
Yeah, so they brew hop produce. I don't know, like what conditions do you need to produce?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, we could just, or like even like Thailand or India maybe.
Should we guess Thailand? Czech Republic, and do you want to just guess a random South? Because I feel like Denmark might be the highest.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Should we guess like a random like South American country or something?
Yeah.
Or
can you think of a beer that you've had from
No,
South
that's
America?
true.
I don't know.
I don't know. Estonia, something like that.
No, maybe it's
Is that
too
too?
obscure.
Okay.
25. Should we go for maybe
10 seconds left.
Two Asian ones.
Yeah. Okay. India.
Yeah, India, Thailand, and
Czech Republic.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
OK, that is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers. And if you could say which category you're answering
Okay,
in,
so we're
that'd be
just
great.
going for the hop-producing countries.
Very good.
And we're going to go for Czech Republic,
Czech Republic,
Thailand,
Thailand,
and India.
and India. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
India?
India will put last. Least likely to be pointless?
I reckon maybe Czech.
Yeah, Czech Republic.
OK, Czech Republic will put first, and then Thailand goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Czech Republic, Thailand, and India. 3 good answers on the board. Who knows if they're right? Who knows? One of those might turn out to be pointless and win you £2,500. What would you like to spend that on if you were to win, Megan?
I think we'd really like to take our dad on holiday. So I think he's always wanted to go to South Africa, so it'd be really nice to treat him and take him there.
Lovely. Angharad, anything you want to add to that?
I'd better say the same thing, really, or I'm
I
going to
don't
look like the
know,
worst daughter.
I'd like some shoes. Yeah, OK, perfect. Well, let's hope one of these 3 answers will win that jackpot for you. In all 3 cases, we're looking for the 25 top hop-producing countries of the world. Your first answer was the Czech Republic, the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless. Let's find out if it's right. Let's find out if it is pointless for £2,500. It's right. Czech Republic, absolutely right. Now, it just has to be pointless. Down it goes through the 20s. We're into the teens. Into single figures. Down goes the Czech Republic to 4. This is good. 4 for the Czech Republic. Not a pointless answer, though, so let's turn to your next answer, Thailand. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people named it as a hop-producing country. How many of our 100 people said it? Is it pointless for £2,500? Ooh, bad luck. Not Thailand. So let's turn swiftly to your third and final answer, India, the answer you thought was your best shot at a pointless answer. Again, we're looking for the 25 top hop-producing countries. For £2,500, is India pointless? No! Oh, bad luck. Well, one very good answer in there. Two answers that sounded like they might have been right, but turned out to be incorrect. I'm afraid you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win the jackpot, but you do each get a pointless trophy to take home, and you have played so well across the show, so very, very well done indeed. Richard?
Yeah, it's been a cracker. And yeah, India and Thailand are not big hop-producing countries, I'm afraid. I will take you through the pointless answers in that category soon. But we will start with those camera reel ale styles, because I'm sure some people will be shouting at the telly. At home, you could have had barley wines, best bitter, old ale, strong milds, speciality, strong bitter, or strong old ales. Those are the pointless answers there. Now, let's take a look at these countries. You weren't a million miles away with Czech Republic. Austria was a pointless answer. Slovenia was a pointless answer. Ethiopia, Japan was a pointless answer. You could have had Albania. Argentina was a pointless answer. You were thinking of going down to South America. North Korea is a pointless answer. Slovakia and the Ukraine. All of those would have taken the jackpot for you. Now, the landlords of the Queen Vic and EastEnders. 3 pointless answers here. You could have had Dan Sullivan, Eddie Royal, or Roxy Mitchell. Very well done if you've got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you, Megan and Angharad. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £3,500. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me.